The show. I'm your host, Connor Knowles, and this is the Nerdic Gods Podcast, episode 102. Joining me, as always, Steven Sims.
Hello.
And Daniel Navarro.
What's up? What's up, Connor? What's up,
much,
gamers?
Man.
What's up, gamers?
Guys, not a busy week in the world of video games. Nothing happened. Nothing at all. Nothing big.
Can we just talk about what we're playing?
I was just going to talk about Harry Potter for a couple hours.
And Hermione.
That being said, there are a couple small pieces of news we'd like to get into.
Very small.
Very tiny. We will start off here with our first item. Microsoft has acquired Activision Blizzard for $68.7 billion. Let me just repeat that for everyone. Microsoft has acquired Activision Blizzard for $68.7 billion.
It's a B. That's a B.
With a B.
The deal is expected to be set in stone by June 2023, and that's pretty much all the facts we have. There's a lot of rumors, speculation going on.
I think it's supposed to be within June to June.
Yeah,
so it could be the earliest this June.
Like in that time.
Yeah, like earliest this June. So like, yeah. Though I think by the latest would be next June.
Okay, and then we've gotten a couple of quotes from Phil Spencer. He's done some interviews and whatnot.
Do you have more to read?
Too much shit. No, I don't really have anything specifically to read. Okay. I do kind of want to structure this conversation because this is a big fucking deal.
This is probably
the biggest video game news piece maybe ever. Probably
definitely ever. Maybe since the crash in the 80s, I would say.
Yeah,
that might be the biggest, but this might be number 2.
This is right up there, certainly. Okay, so where would you guys like to start on this? You guys want to start on the game side, or do we want to get into the workplace?
Start with that.
You want to start with that side?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just start. Like, what do we think this means for the recent problems of Activision Blizzard? How do we think Xbox is going to handle this, etc.? Is Bobby Kotick still going to work there? All that. Sims, let's start with you there.
So when the news got announced, after the shock and awe of everything, this was the first thing I thought about. I didn't really think about the IP. I was like, obviously you think about Call of Duty, etc. But like the first thing I thought was like thank God for all these people that are under these like horrible conditions. Like, I mean, and under all these horrible conditions, and now there seems to be light at the end of the tunnel. Of like, they know that Xbox will come in, and I mean they don't know, but like, can it get any worse? If that makes sense. Of like, and obviously there's people that were, half these people have been sat at the office yesterday. Well, probably not even at the office with the Americans' times. Just on the way to work, doing their daily commute. Checking the phone, and all of a sudden, they get emails, they check their social media, and this has all happened, and they've got to think. Like, there's a mixture of emotions on. If I was a person that worked at Activision, there'd be a mixture of emotions. Oh my God, thank God, something's gonna change. Oh my God, am I gonna lose my job? And oh my God, what happens when I get to work? I mean,
I think that last one we know.
What was the last one? I'm sorry, I misheard.
What happens when I get? Like, imagine you're Sally. You're on a bus. You're working on development. You're doing all the shit jobs on Overwatch.
You're Call of Duty. I mean, they're gonna keep working.
Of course, yeah. What I'm trying to say is, I'm trying to set the scene of like, you're this girl. You're on the way to work. You're going to work on Overwatch. You're just making sure the game running fine, working on the next patch update, etc., etc. And then this comes through, and then you're already unhappy. You already know what's happened. Maybe you've got a friend that's has had a bad experience, and obviously it's all over the news, and everyone knows. And then this happens, and like your thought process would be, "Oh my God, thank God." But then, oh my God, what's going to happen next? Like, oh my God, am I going to have a job? And Microsoft going to come in and go, right, you're not going to work there. We don't need you anymore. See you in a bit. So it's for them. It's like, I think at the end of the day, it's a good thing. It's a good. Pardon?
I don't think there's going to be a ton of layoffs like that.
Of course not. But
there might be some. But
I made this
especially
argument for
management stuff, maybe.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but I made this argument.
Just saying like they don't know.
No, it's the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
But like I said this for Bethesda, like they've got to be nervous. Like I on a very small scale, my contract for my old company got taken over. I met the new managers, and they were like, "Hi, how you doing? Everything's gonna be fine. Nothing's gonna change. You just keep doing what you do." And I was like, "Okay." I fell for the bullshit. Do you know what I mean? And then they come in. The contract literally officially got taken over at 3 p.m. and by 7 p.m. the place was unrecognizable. Do you know what I mean? So like things like this happen all the time. But at the end of the day, it's a good thing. And I think Phil Spencer's publicly come out and says we'll address them. And I think the first thing that will happen once they put pen to paper, I think Bobby Kotick, Bobby Kotick and Phil will be at a big table. There'll be a big piece. Like I'm thinking contract signing WWE style, and like they sign their pieces of paper, and then all of, and then Phil Spencer just fucking rock bottoms him through the table, and and then Bobby Kotick's gone. But I mean, we all know. I think at the end of the day, I think everyone knows Bobby Kotick will go as quickly, very quickly. But the unfortunate thing is that he'll be paid off, and he won't really.
Bobby is driving in a golden car in the sunset.
Of course,
Bobby's making
he won't. Yeah,
probably $8 billion minimum.
The most unfortunate thing is he won't pay for his crimes.
I mean, to be fair, it's more on his side. It's more negligence.
Negligence,
we haven't covered a lot of this on the show. A lot of it's more negligence than him being the one to do it. I mean, that's almost as bad. But he is driving into the sunset, and I know that's going to make a lot of people angry. But that's just the matter of what it takes to get him out of there. Is a lot of money.
Yeah, 100%. But at the end of the day,
Sticking with that though, for a second, with the Kotick thing, I think like, was he ever gonna like pay for the toxic workplace he's created? You know what I mean? Like, was anything really gonna happen to Bobby Kotick? Like, I'm sure someone could have gotten fired or something at some point, but it's not like Kotick was ever gonna go to jail or anything like that. He's just an asshole. I don't think he ever did anything illegal.
Yeah, if anything, he's gonna make more money now than if he just would have left normally.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's kind of, they needed change, right? And they're going to get it. 100% they're going to get it. Whether it's good or bad remains to be seen, but they're going to get change. And that's ultimately what we wanted. The whole Kotick thing is like, this guy was always going to get out of this unscathed. It's just unfortunate he's going to walk away with a shit ton of money now. But, I mean, it is what it is. He was already rich, so he's just getting richer. At least he's going to be out of the gaming industry more than likely. So,
I've been thinking, what... So obviously Daniel made a point the other day of like this deal must have been in the works for all of
at least
pretty much
a year, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
They've seen this entire thing happen.
Exactly.
Phil has seen this whole thing.
See, I wonder if it was quicker though. Like obviously you would think a giant deal like this would be in the works for that long. But what if it was like they were just talking about the problems Activision Blizzard has been having like a couple months ago, and
but I would
they
say
were just
to
like,
that,
and Phil was just like, well, maybe not Phil, but someone somewhere at Microsoft was just like, hey, what if we bought you?
If you want to break it down just a little, I would say the past 2 months have been holiday. They're not doing anything in the holiday. So it's minimum a few months ago. And I would say minimum 6 months.
Well, I mean, when did it all really come to light? Let's say, what, August? May? August?
No, the beginning of the year. This was early. We've been seeing stuff all of...
Yeah,
it was in the beginning of the year.
You got to think, at what point through last year, behind the scenes, how many times was this nearly pulled due to like Microsoft not wanting the bad publicity or like not wanting a part of it? Like this, do you reckon this deal would nearly fell through many times? Because
if anything, all that stuff just knocked a couple millions off.
Of course,
it did.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah, like it was like even more of a reason for us to come in and buy you, because it's not like. Everyone knows there'll be change after this, and everyone knows it wasn't Microsoft's fault that for a company they didn't previously own it being so toxic and the workplace being so bad. So I don't know. It's not like Microsoft bought them and now we all blame Microsoft for the toxic workplace there, because it's not their fault. They're going to be the ones that are going to have to try to fix it.
I've been trying to wrap my brains around like like that, like did these troubles come up, and then like you just said, like did they just go like, because like Phil Spencer said the other week, because I made this big massive like scenario of like, what happens if Xbox has nothing to do with Activision anymore?
Yeah, I remember this must have been a month ago, maybe 2. You were like, what if they just took Call of Duty off of Xbox?
And but Phil Spencer's words was like, I think not his exact words were like, we're dealing with it the way we need to deal with it.
Or I think they were like, we're workshopping how we're moving forward.
And then there's communication with Activision.
Yeah.
And like, who would have thought, like, out of all the ideas like anyone would have come up with was, oh no, they're just going to buy them. And like, that's insane. Insane. And like, this has like massive ramifications for so many things, like, so.
Okay, do we want to get into the game side then?
I mean, have we got anything else to talk about? I feel like we're all on the
same page. Like, it's a good thing for the workplace. Whether it becomes like better there just remains to be seen. We'll have to see in the years.
I think at a base level, it can only be better.
Sure.
Of course, yeah. I mean, I made a tweet the other day. Everyone was talking about the games. Everyone's kicking off. You know, I'm part of these toxic for some reason, I'm a part of these toxic Facebook Xbox group, and they're always just slagging at PlayStation off, and it's stupid to see. But I made a comment like, it's not about the IP, it's about the people who work there and how they've got this grand, fantastic news today. And then Rahul, a video games lawyer, he just said, look, I don't want to be, to play devil's advocate, like there will be layoffs, and these people will be worried about their jobs. So I mean, it depends on which way. I mean, at the end of the day, overall, it's a good thing. But there is that underlying like fear of like what next. But I think that's for anyone, like anyone in any job, even me, talking about myself. That fear of the unknown is horrible.
I mean, not knowing. Layoffs is not just a thing that happens with acquisitions and things. It's a thing that happens all the time.
Of course, yeah, so definitely.
That like
literally after every game ends.
There's
because it's contracts as well.
There are pre-production. There are pre-production people. There are people with marketing. Like there's people that you only need at certain points of the production. So
of course,
there's layoffs happen, in cycles. So that just normally happens. I don't see this being like they're going to lay off entire things of companies. I just don't see that happening.
Do you think they'll rehire the people that got fired?
Dude, that'd be interesting. I do kind of. Well, there was the whole thing with a bunch of
yes, that's right,
stuff like that. Yeah,
the Raven software stuff.
Yeah, that too. I mean, the Raven software. That's happening in my neck of the woods. With them trying to unionize right now and stuff like that. I wonder if that'll all stop too. Stuff like that. There's a lot of questions that won't be answered for a couple of years.
Or within the year, I would say.
Sure, it depends when this all goes through and whatnot. Anyways, let's move on to the game side. Let's just keep it in the Xbox and Activision realm for now. Then we'll get into the gaming industry as a whole. What do we think this means for Xbox and Game Pass? And then also, what do we think this means for Activision Blizzard and all their franchises and what they own and whatnot? Daniel, start with you there.
Oh, you guys start with me. I guess off the start, it's only good for people that have Game Pass. Number one, you're getting everything there. I think if you want to even delve into the Game Pass aspect of it, like Game Pass on console is going to have every Blizzard Activision thing launch there, day and date. That's amazing. If you want to look at the PC side of it, is Hearthstone going to be part of Game Pass PC? Probably. Is WoW going to be there? That's a big question. Are they going to get rid of the subscription for WoW and just have it be a Game Pass thing and be $15 a month? I think that'd be very cool. We don't know. StarCraft will be there, like a lot of the big things. Continuing with PC, what are they going to do with Battle.net? I have a lot of questions with this entire acquisition.
Please get rid of it. Please. That's like the second thing I thought about. Like I was like this. I think it was this morning. I just woke up and I was like, "That's one less launcher." That was one less launcher. Oh man, the little things in life.
But yeah, there's a lot of little need. This story is so big. There's a lot of little things like the Battle.net and stuff. But I think it's really only good for people that play Game Pass for sure. But when it comes to the IP itself, like Xbox has a whole bunch of new IP. They have Crash and Spyro. They have all of the big ones, Diablo
Prototype.
and Overwatch. They have Prototype.
They
have
there's
smaller. There's forgotten things like
Prototype.
Oh my god, it was so shit. It was so good.
There are fans of Prototype. It's got a lot of forgotten things like Guitar Hero. I doubt they would use it, but they have it now. There's a lot of Activision properties that they could use. Sekiro is technically an Activision IP. They technically own the IP now, which is kind of crazy to think about. Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah, this is absolutely fucking nuts for Xbox and just Game Pass as a whole. This is fucking crazy, you know? Like, every Call of Duty game is about to be on there. Every Call of Duty game. That's insane, you know? I can't wait for the day when that actually updates and we just get like 20 Call of Duty games on there. It's gonna be fucking crazy. But yeah, I mean, I don't think I get like as excited as I did with the Bethesda one about the IP, right? I mean, Bethesda just had way more IP that I care about and studios and stuff like that too. But yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to see what they do here. You know, will it go exclusive? Will COD go exclusive? I'm assuming everything else will, but I think Call of Duty is the big question here. And then, yeah, as far as franchises I care about, like Crash, Spyro, Tony Hawk, I think it's only great things for them. You know, it can only mean good things because it didn't look like those were going in the direction I wanted. We didn't even know if we were ever going to get any more Crash, Spyro, or Tony Hawk at that.
Very good for the smaller studios there, for the experimental IP that they were doing.
Yeah.
Like,
let's pray to God we can get Toys for Bob off the Call of Duty train, get them off it, get Beanox off it, get Raven off it, let all these guys go and make their own games now.
Vicarious Visions, let them go do a new something, right? There's a lot of little, like, get Raven doing something. Like, a lot of these smaller studios like don't need to be tied to like Call of Duty because they could just you know how many studios they have now and how many just people, like,
yeah,
not everyone needs to work on Call of Duty.
Keep it like, I understand Call of Duty has to stay, and I understand it's probably going to stay a yearly franchise because why wouldn't it? You know, like, Microsoft is going to want that money. They see those numbers. We're going to talk about NPD numbers later, but last year Call of Duty was the number 1 and 2 best-selling game of the year.
13 years running.
13 years running. You know what I mean? Except that one year Red Dead came out and they got fucking squashed. But, where was I? Yeah, COD. I hope they just keep Infinity Ward and Treyarch, and then pump them with money, pump them with resources they need so that they can be the only 2 Call of Duty studios. Take everyone else off. Let everyone else really work on all these other IP.
And the helpers.
Sledgehammer, yeah, but then Raven helps. Toys for Bob got moved over to help.
I was saying
got moved over to help.
Sledgehammer is a part of the 3, and then there's the helpers.
Yeah, sure. I'm just saying, get rid of all those helpers. Just make Treyarch and Infinity Ward better instead of
Sledgehammer
all
the
these other
helper
side studios. Because then you can make these studios great, and those studios have already proven they're great. Look at Crash 4, game's fucking fantastic. Look at Vicarious Visions with Tony Hawk, fucking fantastic. You know what I mean? So it'll be excellent to get those off there. The Blizzard side, I have never been attached to a Blizzard game or even liked one really. I know, Daniel, you could probably speak on those way more. So I don't really know what's going to happen over there. I'm assuming they'll get Overwatch 2 back on track because it sounds like that game's going through some trouble. Same thing with Diablo.
It has been the whole time. Both of them have.
I wonder if they try to hire back the, what's the guy's name? The Overwatch guy.
Jeff Kaplan's not coming back.
Yeah, I wonder, you don't think they could try to get him?
Why? He wants to move on and go do something else. I don't think it had any... It could have had something to do with a lot of the lawsuits, but we don't know. That's all speculation. I don't like to just get into the speculation stuff. He left. He wanted to go do his own thing. So why would they want to hire him back if he doesn't want to do it? You know?
Yeah. Like I said, though, I think I'm just mostly excited about these smaller studios being able to get off Call of Duty now and then go make their own things. They just got a shit ton of IP. There's a bunch of unused IP over at Activision too. So maybe they'll want to pick up those. I also think it's a very good pull for Xbox just for kids games, right? You look on Game Pass right now. There's not too many stuff for kids, you know.
I mean, they had a massive they had a dump load the other week, just before the holidays, and they did really well with it. To be fair, I think they had the PJ Masks games. We had a Paw Patrol game.
Wasn't the Peppa game on there?
I don't think so, no. But there's a specific company that makes it, and I can't think of the name right now.
It would just be nice because you could now make Crash the mascot for kids, for
Crash,
Game Pass,
Spyro, Banjo,
stuff like that. Yeah, and Banjo as well. Yeah, where
all
the hell
three
is
of them.
Banjo? You know what I mean? But yeah, Sims, anything you want to say on that then?
I just want, for me, like touching on what you said regarding bringing back, like, not necessarily bringing back, but just like, yeah, bringing back all these, like, the Toys for Bob, Vicarious Visions, like fingers crossed, like not even fingers crossed, like Xbox want IP. They want that. Like they want to keep put a game on at least a month. Every month they want a brand new game on that Games Pass because that only increases from the 25 million that they are right now to
shout that out. They're at 25
million.
I think the last number we got was 18 million. I think
18 million.
Now they're at
a year ago, and it was 13.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I think 18 was not that long ago, if I remember correctly.
I was listening to some podcast. They said 13 on whatever.
So they want to just they're gonna want to bring Crash Bandicoot, get that on a June, get Spyro in the next following June, and have it at the end. By the sounds of it, Activision knew the end was coming. So I think the writing was on the wall. Around this time we were like, well, where's Toys for Bob gone? Where's Vicarious Visions gone? Because they've all gone to Call of Duty because they just want to sponge on all that money, and then obviously sell, and then it's Xbox's problem right now. So I mean, for Xbox, this is the greatest plan of all time. To get all these games out. We were talking 2 years from now that they're gonna have Avowed, the Perfect Dark
next year, technically.
Exactly, yeah. But that was I'd say 2 years from last year. But now, like in 3-4 years, well, it's hard to get your head around it, isn't it? Like they're gonna have a Call of Duty in November. They're gonna probably have a Halo 6. They're gonna have a
You're almost gonna get 2 games a month.
Yeah, exactly. It's ridiculous. And don't get me wrong. Inevitably, the Games Pass price will go up, but
I don't know. I know that's also been a question. Like, unless they really feel a need to, why not keep it at the price it is? Get literally as many people. Like, if you have an Xbox,
they'll do the Netflix thing where it just goes up minorly. Like
I don't know,
£1 a year.
I don't think it's a guarantee that it'll go up. Like
it has to, Daniel.
If it doesn't have to, it literally doesn't. If they could drop this much money, no, it doesn't. If they could drop this,
doesn't have to.
Microsoft is a company, not even the Xbox version. Microsoft is a company just prints money, literally prints money.
I'm not saying much, but I do agree. It'll be 20 by, say, I don't know, 2025.
Yeah.
We could put a little friendly wager just here on this episode. I'm going to say. Just a friendly wager.
I want a pizza made by Daniel. When it's 25.
I think it could get to you. Just a friendly wager. I don't think it's going to really
be warm too.
I think 20 is not that unreasonable.
I don't either. Like I don't think it's that bad.
It's not
unreasonable. Fucking what we're about to be getting.
Yeah, but I just don't think why does it need to go up?
Though, a month before their first exclusive COD game comes out, we're bumping that shit up.
Other than them making more money, why would it need to go up? It seems like their goal right now isn't money making; it's get as many people as possible. That's the goal. It seems like. So keep it at the same price.
Leads to money making.
Exactly. So why not just keep it at the same price? Just they want literally everyone that plays on PC and Xbox to have it. And potentially like mobile and anybody that's
more than that, man. They want everyone that can afford a fucking dongle thing on their TV to do it. The cloud and shit. Yeah.
This is
so keep it at 15.
That's their main priority. And at the end of the day, like Xbox make it so easy for you to play these games anymore. You don't need a console. You don't need to have a console. A bare minimum console you need the Series S. And people slate the Series S. And the Series S is a quality console. But by the end of next year, there is going to be a dongle. Half of these TVs will have Games Pass on them. As long as you are subscribed for $13.99 a month, they win, and that's all they want. That's all they want. And then having all the put Call of Duty on it, and you're laughing because, like I've said thousands and thousands of times, 90% of the gaming of us gamers. Just play Call of Duty and just play FIFA. Yeah. And what 2 franchises are on Game Pass right now? Well, not right now, but will be on Game Pass.
Will be.
Call of Duty and FIFA. I keep looking at them.
And Madden.
And Madden. Exactly. So, let's... Xbox have talked that 90% of us video gamers, my next door neighbour, my father-in-law, my best friend... They all play them 2 games. Buy themselves an Xbox. Buy themselves play it on your fucking mobile phone for fuck's sake. They have just took the market by the balls and change the game. This is unreal. Like, this is unprecedented times. Like, this has changed everything. As dramatic as that sounds, everything has changed.
And you're forgetting two things. You're forgetting Call of Duty Mobile, and you're forgetting Candy Crush.
So, Candy Crush is a sore subject for me at the moment.
I'm just saying you're forgetting those two things.
Of course, yeah, definitely. Yeah. The mobile gamers.
Yeah,
the mobile gamers, the mums and dad video gamers, the mums, the soccer mums. Let's call them soccer mums. They just love Candy Crush. They have talk.
My mom is now an Xbox fanboy.
It is. I just sat here a minute ago and I was just listening to you talk, and it just hit me what has happened.
This just hit you?
Call of Duty, the biggest franchise in the world, is now exclusively on the Xbox.
We don't know yet,
but it can be.
I'm thinking it's like, if you want the Daniel, what does he think? I think Modern Warfare 2 will be PlayStation, and that will be the last one on PlayStation. I think next year's Call of Duty will be Black Ops Blah, that will be okay. I think Black Ops Blah. That's what I'm gonna call it. Black Ops Blah. Next year's Blah. Next year's Call of Duty, Black Ops Blah. That is that's going to be.
Where is that?
I don't know. That's going to be an exclusive, I think. But to the point of just Game Pass and Call of Duty, it launching on Game Pass day one is a game changer. Even if it doesn't stay exclusive, right? Just hypothetically, I'll just go here real quick. On Xbox, you have it for $15 a month at like the highest end right now. Or you could pay $60 for Call of Duty. Why would you even buy it on Xbox, right? When you could just buy Game Pass. But then if it remains third party, why would you buy it on PlayStation for $60 when you could just go on there and get it for $15?
Only if you don't own a PC or Xbox.
Exactly. That'd be the only way. Yeah.
But like Sims was just saying, how many people do we know where all they play is a sports game, or in the UK it's FIFA,
maybe a few,
and then
games.
Call of Duty, and then maybe they'll check out like some cool AAA game and they'll play it for an hour because they look cool. They look cool to them for that night, maybe. But now, once those people realize,
most gamers,
once those people realize you can just get an Xbox, get Game Pass, and play your Call of Duty for however many months you want to keep Game Pass for or whatever, and then your Madden comes out 6 months later on there, or maybe they eventually get a deal where it comes there day one, or they just buy Madden day one because they want it, whatever. It doesn't matter. Once they realize Call of Duty is there's going to be so many like console sales, Game Pass subscriptions.
Just imagine the word exclusive as well.
Crazy. And if it is exclusive, we'll get into the PlayStation side, but like if it is exclusive,
unreal.
Holy shit. You know what I mean? Like, holy shit. Like, with this news, I would be shocked if by the end of the generation, we're still saying PS5 outsold the series. I would be shocked, honestly.
We saw numbers more recently that it's more on par. Like I know there were a lot of rumors that maybe PlayStation was doing significantly more, but it seems like they're much closer than what
I think rumors are saying they're like 3 million apart right now. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Is if Call of Duty becomes exclusive, let's just get into the fucking PlayStation side. Like,
100%.
What do we think this means for PlayStation, and what do we think this means for the industry as a whole? Because if Call of Duty becomes exclusive on Xbox, PlayStation is fucked. Like, completely fucked. The highest player count for Call of Duty is still on PlayStation.
Yes.
They sell 20 million copies of the new one every fucking year. And a lot of that is on PlayStation. Their biggest multiplayer franchise and first-person shooter franchise on the console is Call of Duty. You take that away from them, good luck.
I want to say two things. Yeah, I am so with you. I actually like where we're kind of going.
I also concur.
I want to say two things. Number one, the stock market is very fickle anyways. It changes, with the wind. They did drop 13% PlayStation as soon as this happened, which I know that there were other numbers, but apparently 13% is what they dropped.
So how they do? Like, okay, they dropped 13 billion. It's just like, okay, who made that up?
13%. 13% of their stock.
Okay.
Yes, 13%. No, the rumor was 20 billion or something. I'm only saying the 13% because I saw that was the number. So they dropped 13% of their stock price, or their stock which is a lot. But it's a very fickle market, anyways. Things change constantly, so you can't really say that. But that shows that there is some worry with their shareholders. And then the second thing was, I think, either last night or I think it was yesterday. Was I guess Sony put out a statement? Maybe it was this morning about they hope that Microsoft.
I've got the statement.
Okay, go ahead and read it for me.
We expect that Microsoft will abide by contractual agreements and continue to ensure Activision games are multi-platform, a Sony spokesman told the Wall Street Journal on Thursday.
That sounds like they are nervous to me. I kind of laugh at that statement as well. It's like you can't tell.
I also gotta wonder if this took them by surprise. Like
it could have.
I'm sure someone had to have known that this was at least being talked about over there. Like they're business people, like they have people talk. They have.
But
to
this
at least
didn't.
know
There was
someone.
no peep of this.
If this did happen quickly and they did get caught off guard by this, they were probably shitting their pants on.
I mean, there was no peep of this at all. Yeah, it happened Tuesday.
No, not
no peep.
Not in the gaming industry, at least. Not on games media side.
But I feel like if some businessman was blabbermouthing, we would have seen something, right? Like there would have been a hint of it.
You'd think, right? Yeah.
Yeah. But that statement, I kind of laugh at that statement because, like, what are you going to tell them to do with their own property? Number one,
when they say contractual agreements, though, like maybe they have a deal where COD has to appear on PlayStation through a certain year or something. But like
that's game by game basis, right?
With I don't know. I mean, maybe COD has to appear on there through like 2025 or something. I don't know. I feel like eventually, though, the contract will be up. Go ahead.
Yes, Sims.
That's my big question. How long is that contract for?
Right. I would assume it's.
Are we talking? Nah, I'm thinking. What I'm thinking. Good 5-6 years, maybe 10.
I don't think so.
I mean, we know Call of Duty has the marketing deal with PlayStation currently.
But that we don't know anything about that.
We don't know, but like these big money agreements get signed for a reason.
I guess, but they like Activision is very like we're gonna kind of do what we want because it's Call of Duty. So like I feel like they would only do it as short term,
yearly by yearly. Yeah, and you're right, 100%. But like that could mean there is a deal in place and we expect it to be honoured. And to Xbox's credit, they honoured the Bethesda one.
Yeah, and that's the things like Skyrim and things that are already there, right? Like or Elder Scrolls Online, right?
Yeah, they've said that publicly that they're not going to take anything away.
Yeah, and that means like things like Warzone, right? Yeah. That's a continual thing that's going to be there. I don't think that has anything to do with like the big releases, the yearly releases, right?
We don't know.
We don't know. It's all speculation, right?
Yeah.
This is.
I think Warzone will be the thing though on PlayStation side that continues and that'll continuously update and whatnot and stuff like that. But who knows how long Warzone lasts in popularity and whatnot. Yeah.
Exactly. Until that goes away.
This is a massive problem for PlayStation. A massive problem for PlayStation.
So if it goes exclusive, man, it's like that is so bad. You got to think how much sales they'll lose on their big single player games as well then too, because like we were just talking about how many of those Call of Duty Madden guys do check out a Last of Us at some point or whatever. Yeah, I'm sure it's a few million at least, you know what I mean? And that's going to affect their sales.
You put that advert on during your Sunday night football or whatever you guys watch.
Right. And they're like, oh, that looks cool. I'll go play that for tonight. Yeah. What did I want to say? Keep talking, Sim. Sorry.
I'm just. It's a lot of money to lose from PlayStation side. That's a lot of money. There's a lot of people. I mean, how many people are just thinking, I'll just maybe not right now, but this time next year, and they're like, well, I may as well sell this. If because obviously people won't buy 2 consoles. I'll sell this and get an Xbox because there's no point in owning the
PS5
PlayStation.
has sold. The new consoles have sold so little thus far that like it's not like people have picked their side yet, like everyone, you know what I mean? People are having enough trouble even finding the consoles to buy. So it's like, I mean, we're only at like PS5's at like 15 million, the other one's at like 12. I mean, we're so early into this console gen that like they could still pick a side, and that's why it's unfortunate that it seems they can't. Microsoft can't just come out and say Call of Duty will be exclusive, because if they were able to just say that right now, I feel like a lot of people would then just switch
number over. One, they legally cannot say anything. That's why everything seems very weird. And it was the same thing with Bethesda. But guess what? Everything is exclusive. Bethesda. So number one, they cannot say anything until the deal's done. Once the deal is done, then that's when you're going to get, more talk
to
about that kind of stuff.
To play devil's advocate and as not from a business side of things, if you take away, obviously, if you let PlayStation have Call of Duty, just Call of Duty, then that's free money. But we said this regarding Bethesda. But and no disrespect to Skyrim, to Elder Scrolls 6, to Starfield, that is not Call of Duty. We're talking big money. 13 years, #1, top-selling games in 2 months. They do it every year. October, November. Let's drop a game, or we're the highest-selling game of the year. That is free money to take away. And even like Phil Spencer or Mr. Microsoft himself, he's got a thing. We'd be stupid to take it away. At least Call of Duty. Just let them have Call of Duty. Because they're sitting there in the big beanbags full of money going, yeah, I know, but then obviously then you want to get your big swinging dick and you want to swing it around and go, come play. If you don't play Call of Duty over there, you play Call of Duty on this Xbox, you play it on this Games Pass, you play it on this mobile phone, you play it on this dongle, you play it on your TV apps. But realistically, like, from where I'm standing, big overweight Steve from Derby County, he's like, why I can make free money over there. Over on the
question
side.
with that though is, do they make more money keeping it exclusive and selling Game Pass subscriptions and selling consoles and selling, all the other stuff that comes with it? Or do they make more money keeping it on PlayStation and selling your microtransactions over there and the games, obviously?
I'm going to take what you said, but one step backwards. The question for me is, what do they want?
Games Pass.
Not money. What do they want? Exactly. What do they want? Do they want people to come to their platform? Or are they just worried about people playing, all that kind of stuff? Like, what do they want? I think is
their main priority isn't selling consoles. It's about getting people to subscribe to Games Pass.
So, what did Phil say? Maybe a year ago, maybe 2020. He said, Bethesda will be everywhere where Game Pass is, and I think that is that is all this Activision Blizzard King is. It will be available wherever Game Pass is. As long as Game Pass is not on PlayStation, I don't see any of it coming to PlayStation.
No, I can't. I can't. And I think with the Bethesda, like, you kind of realise, fair enough. And I don't, honestly, at this point now, I don't care. Like, I'm not forced. I'm more, at the end of the day, like, I'm more bothered about the well-being of the people that make these video games. And that's all that really matters to me. I've got an Xbox. I'm fortunate enough to have a Series S. I'm fortunate enough to be able to afford I have a PC, yes. So, I mean, I played. PlayStation just released the numbers. I played 6 games last year on my PlayStation. I must have played a couple of games on the Xbox as well. Like,
I'm just brainstorming here. I think I might have just an idea. I just want to throw this idea.
Daniel's got an idea, everybody.
They want, again, I'm going to go back. What did Phil say? They want all these games wherever Game Pass is. What if they're trying to force PlayStation's hand to get Game Pass there? Instead of PlayStation having a Game Pass, what if the deal is working with them and having PlayStation first party on Game Pass?
I mean, if this keeps happening, if Xbox come out next year,
not necessarily
or the year
they're buying
after,
it, or I'm not even saying like it would be like Xbox Game Pass. You'd have God of War. I'm saying on PlayStation, the Game Pass.
Yeah, you have the Game Pass out. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I don't. I
feel like we're
see
years away from that still.
But I'm just saying, what if they're trying to force their hand? Is what I'm saying.
Sure.
Couple more. Get another big acquisition.
Just a thought. Just a thought. Yeah.
You take Take-Two. You take Take-Two, and it's game over.
No, I think.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying this. What if Sony's response is then to go out and buy another big one,
like Square?
Okay, so like there's the smaller ones, not smaller, but like somewhat smaller, like Square. Square's obviously smaller. Yeah, second level. Let's call it that. That doesn't give you what they just got with Call of Duty.
No.
Not at all. Square doesn't have a single top 10 bestseller.
They would need to get EA.
You know what I mean? Exactly. They would need EA. EA or Take-Two would work as well. They have the NBA game. They have 2K and then GTA.
Yeah.
That's really it. That it's Take-Two and EA. Those are the only ones that are comparable to Activision Blizzard.
Sony can't afford already in bed with Microsoft.
I was just going to say EA is they've always had a relationship with Microsoft. That's just a company that they.
I mean, that doesn't mean Sony couldn't buy them.
No, you're right. EA, no one's buying EA.
Yeah,
I don't think with
neither of these are gonna happen. Is the thing. Sony would like break their fucking bank trying to buy Take-Two or EA. You know what I mean? They're not Microsoft. They don't.
I don't think they could even think about affording.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
they could.
They could get loans. There's ways around it and whatnot. Like they could do it if they wanted. Honestly, it'd probably be a merger more than it would be them just outright buying them.
Blizzard, right? Yeah. Something like that.
Right, exactly. But yeah, people's response is that like Sony needs to buy this or buy that. There's nothing they can buy, guys. There's nothing they could buy.
I see that as a very weird response to this.
I do too. Feels like the fanboys are coming out for this.
Oh
right?
yeah,
it's fanboy
mayhem. Chris is in the chat. Hi Chris. Everybody say hello to Chris. Hi guys, good show. So Sony can't afford to panic buy and overspend. No, they can't. 100%. They've got to stick to the game plan and make their AAA games
very high quality games. That they need,
and they are. They're incredible games.
Yeah,
Sony. It's going to really come down to how many people care about the latest and greatest single player AAA games, you know? And that'll be why you buy your PS5. I don't know how many that is. It's probably
not enough though,
low.
Is it?
It's not enough.
It's definitely
not enough.
What I will say to that is, I'm not trying to dog on Sony. I love Sony. You guys know this. But no Sony first party game sells what Nintendo does.
No, right? Not at all. I mean, they don't have that family side.
They don't have that, right? So when Xbox, just all hypothetical, gets exclusive Call of Duty, right? Exclusive Overwatch or Diablo, these World of Warcraft is an Xbox first party game. When they get all of these things, like that's just massive. It's a very big deal.
It's the biggest deal.
It's fucking big.
But that's hypothetical, right?
But I mean, like,
it's just crazy overnight, man. Like, PlayStation has just gone down to the number 3 spot. Like, they really have. I know, like, I read the gaming revenue or whatever. Sony's still number 2 or whatever, and then Tencent's number 1.
Diversify revenue, right? Like they make revenue a lot of different places.
But like, man, you guys, I just can't imagine a world where the console sales keep going like this with this news. I really can't.
I think that they need to get out there and make it exclusive. Like, I am always on the show talking about I hate exclusives. Do I want this? No, I want everyone to play Call of Duty that can. But if I'm the businessman, like, make it exclusive, make them come to us. And they will come to us for Call of Duty.
Are we living in a world from 10 years from now that Sony and PlayStation, Xbox and Sony are one thing?
I could very much see a world where someone buys Sony. I mean, that's been talked about for forever. I mean, how many times have we seen rumors of Disney trying to buy Sony and stuff like that? So I could definitely see that happening. I don't know if Microsoft will be the ones to go out and buy Sony. I mean, that'd be a move for sure. That'd be fucking crazy.
How would this hypothetical deal of, like, so, hypothetically, in a silly world in my head, Phil goes to, is it Jim Ryan? Jim Ryan? Are we talking Jim Ryan?
Yeah.
Right. They get in a room and they just say, look, I want to put Games Pass on your console. Who pays who? Do Sony pay Xbox or Xbox pay Sony?
No, the Xbox is not paying to get on there. Sony would pay them. It's on their platform.
They would, hypothetically, if PlayStation 5 keeps outselling Xbox, then I could see a world where Microsoft is paying them to put Game Pass on there. Yeah. That'd be insane if that ended up happening with Call of Duty being an exclusive. I mean, that'd be fucking nuts. I can't imagine that happening.
The only way you could play it would be Game Pass on PlayStation. That'd be so weird. That'd be very weird to think about. I'm like Chris. Chris is in the chat. We're kind of doing this with Chris, even though he's not here. But Chris is saying, like, maybe they need to diversify what their output and make it a little more family friendly. Do more FPS games for themselves, like they don't really have right now. Yes, they do. Like, if they have Doom, Halo, Call of Duty, Wolfenstein.
It's like Microsoft owns them all, man. Like, they own all the developers and stuff too. It's gone. Like, it's not. I don't know, man. If I'm PlayStation, I just stick to what you're good at, making very good single player story driven games, the AAA games. Continue doing that, and then you're just gonna have to see how many consoles you can sell with that, man. And it's probably not gonna be that much. You guys are probably gonna end up in 3rd place now. And I mean, it is what it is. It's just, it sucks. Someone will probably I know a lot of people. We haven't talked about this at all. The what's the word being thrown around a lot? Consolidation. Everyone's saying that word this week. With people are very scared of.
I think people are throwing the word
eventual
monopoly.
Reality where only 3 companies own everything, right? And I mean, we've been warned about this in sci-fi movies since the fucking 80s, right?
Yeah.
So it's
I think
I see people worry with that though. I really do, and because that will eventually lead to less creative games and worse games. Eventually, I'm talking like 20 years down the fucking road. But
it could. That's all hypothetical. It could just be fine. But I real quick, I do want to say that like this isn't a monopoly. That's not what that word means.
Yeah,
that's not what that word means. I
don't like people throwing that around yet.
No, people throwing that word yet. like it's nothing. Like that word that word means a lot.
They would have to own so much. And then I think people forget about like your Annapurnas and stuff like that.
There are so many developers and publishers out there. Like this is not a monopoly. It's not.
But unfortunately, Call of Duty is a massive, massive percentage of why these consoles get sold.
Yeah. Huge. Like, how many people just go out and buy Call of Duty on a Christmas and buy a console with it and then only play it for a week?
That's it.
A lot. So
most of them. Yeah.
That Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, and like I said, hypothetically, if they bought, if Microsoft just went and bought Take-Two, it is game over.
That's
and then it'll be a different conversation. It'll be a different conversation. I'd be like, it's too much now. Let's just stop. Like, I don't know.
That'd be the cap, right? Like, I feel like you'd have to put a limit on Microsoft at that point. Like, all right, guys, like, calm down.
I get people.
We know you can't buy everything, but
you don't need to. Okay, Jesus.
The only other company that can even do this is like Apple, and they don't really get into gaming.
Apple, Amazon,
much.
Right? Tencent too, probably.
Yeah, I think Microsoft and Apple are number 1 and 2, and I think they're both worth like $2 trillion each.
On the news this morning, Apple are worth $6 trillion apparently.
Jesus Christ! Crazy. Yeah, those are number 1 and 2. I think Amazon's very close, but
that's the big worry though. Is if those guys are looking at this, I wouldn't be worried if this it's not gonna happen. But if Sony bought Take-Two, okay, at least they know games and shit like that. If Nintendo bought EA, okay, great, they know games and stuff like that. Cool. But if Amazon comes in, if Apple comes in, if Tencent comes in,
Amazon's trying.
If they look at what Microsoft's doing though, and they're like, oh, we should buy a big shit too. If all of a sudden tomorrow it gets announced Amazon buys EA, that's not good. Or Tencent buys something, that's not good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't want to see Tencent buy EA. That sounds like a nightmare. Tencent and
I think
EA
most
together.
likely Tencent would probably buy Sony. Like that.
Yes,
that would probably be the most likely. Or
I hope
Nintendo.
Not.
Something like that. Yeah. I mean, it's just shit like that you got to start worrying about, really, when these other guys start looking over at what's happening over here.
Yeah, it's very. I would love to be in the room, not even with Phil right now. I want to be in Sony's room right now. I want to know what they're saying and what they're thinking.
I want to be a fly on the wall when they learn the news, right?
Yeah.
Oh man,
or not even
massive fires everywhere.
Not even that, like when they first heard, just like now. Like what is the talk? Like what are they thinking? Are they okay? Like with how their output is? Like they're still out. They're still just. Selling out with consoles, right? Like I'll
tell you one thing too. There's no more leeway with PlayStation. You guys can't keep fucking up. This whole charging $10 extra for the upgrade from the PS4 to PS5.
$70.
You guys can't afford this shit anymore, man. When Spartacus gets announced and the first party games aren't there day one, you guys better fucking turn that ship around right now and put them on there because you can't afford this shit. They really can't now.
I think even $70, people are forgetting that's how much they're charging for first party games. Like that's a lot. No, there's not a lot that are doing that.
Any leeway they had with shit like that, it's gone. It's fucking gone. Especially if Call of Duty isn't exclusive. Like you guys you need all the goodwill you could possibly get to keep people on your console.
Yeah, and like $70, that's a lot of money. I know that like. Games should be more expensive with inflation, but like people just don't have that. Like some people can't afford a $70 game.
They also need to be old Sony. Like Jack Tretton, like front facing company.
That.
Like
they don't have
need
Jack
that.
Right now.
Yeah, but they need that, don't they? They need that Like back in the day when Sony were firing on all cylinders, PlayStation 4 days, and Xbox was stumbling by the wayside, just like public facing wise. And now you got Uncle Phil with his friendly voice. He's like, every time he makes a statement, everything he says is the right. And obviously, people are telling him what to say,
there's like a handful of them. You got Uncle Phil. You got like Aaron Greenberg, Sarah Bond. Like
exactly, there's all of them.
Really,
it's not just on
friendly
his thing,
facing people. Yeah.
But like Sony don't say hardly anything. They're so business orientated. So like
it's very just Jim Ryan and
a
lot of people.
If you saw Jim Ryan in the street, you wouldn't go up to Jim Ryan and go, "Right, mate." You wouldn't do it. But Uncle Phil would be like, "Yo, Uncle Phil."
What's you playing, Uncle Phil?
Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, getting the Jazz and Willie, like, it doesn't matter. But all I'm saying is, like, they just need to come out now and just say, they need to just have a jack and just laugh it off and go, don't worry about it, we got this. Like, just something like that. Like, a Shuhei, just someone just say, don't worry, guys, we saw this. But
it'd be extremely hard to do, but, like, they need to make the next Call of Duty, right? Whatever that is, They need.
What is that studio? I was trying to think of it. Me and Nick
the one with
talking.
the Call of Duty guys that went over and some of the
name. I remember it was on. It was showing on the Summer Game Fest. No, not.
Yeah,
no.
It was
opening night live.
They showed their logo or whatever. I can't think of the name of that studio, but they are making an FPS that presumably is an exclusive. I don't know if it was like said for sure, but they said
I think
PlayStation.
It's like the same deal they had with Jade Raymond, where like the first one will be exclusive or whatever. Yeah,
or like that in PC or something.
Yeah, sure.
But that's like an FPS they got, but like they don't got anybody.
Deviation.
They had Deviation. That's right, Deviation. But then the Guerrilla's not making any FPS anymore, or at least that we know. I think there might be a second studio that might be doing something there, if I remember correctly.
The director of Siege is now at Guerrilla, and he was going to be making an announced game over there, but that could be called a Horizon as well. Or
like
called
a Horizon.
Whatever the fuck it was. The VR one. I don't know. It could be that. Who knows with all that? I'm just saying, it's like, I don't know, man. Sony, y'all better be scared. Like, this is fucking terrifying news for you guys. It really is. And I mean, you're going to keep people like me, like all of us. You're going to keep us. We're all super interested in single-player, story-driven games. We all love them.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite couple of games. That's why I fucking live and breathe for it, right? So you're going to keep me. It's all the other people that you're going to lose, and it's terrifying for them.
Yeah, like the question is, are they just going to kind of maybe, okay, so here's maybe a good plan here. I know this is not what they want to hear probably, but maybe it's SOCOM, but they're not making SOCOM. That studio's gone, Nick. What if they, instead of like, let's make as much be as Sony, be PlayStation, be number one, let's maybe like cut it back a little and like let's be
smaller.
Let's be niche.
Okay with being in third place,
Yes, let's be niche. Let's perfect the single player, like you were saying, perfect it, and people will come for God of War. And that's it. We don't need anything else. If they stick with that, that could be a way to succeed. They just need to lower what their standards are, probably.
Exactly. They need to be okay with being in third. Like that's what it's going to be.
Yeah, because they've been losing in Japan, sadly. Like Nintendo is literally taken over Japan, with their handheld. So who knows? Who knows?
Who knows? Indeed.
Crazy.
Do you guys think they respond and buy someone though? I think they might buy.
I mean, they've been doing it all last year anyway.
It would be Square.
Yeah, that's a good point. Since they have been buying stuff.
You think about it, they bought someone literally every 2 months. They bought someone.
They bought more last year than like Xbox did. Xbox didn't do anything last year, really. I mean, they had the Bethesda.
I'm surprised they're getting the money from the back of the sofa ready for this big deal. You're like, Jade,
all the quarters.
Jade, you got a pan in that sofa. Get the pan. They want 68.7 billion. A billion. What? A bit? Oh, okay. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of money. I need to sit down. Like, just thinking about it. Like,
sitting down. You are literally sitting down.
So much money.
Yeah.
It's how much we can't even like comprehend it. Like, we really have no idea. I remember me and Daniel were talking, and I was like, "Oh, it's only $5 billion shy of the Disney Fox deal, or it was one of those deals."
Yeah, it was like
$5 billion. I just said it's only shy of $5 billion. Like, you know how much $5 billion is?
Do you know how much $1 billion is?
A lot.
$1 billion is unreal. It's an unreal amount of money. That is $68 billion. 16. It's closer to 69, but that's a lot of money. That's an insane amount of money that they were just
They'll make it all back.
They'll probably make it back within like a year and a half of revenue.
Hear it up. Oh.
Microsoft hasn't done this like way long ago. Like why did it take so long? Because we've all been saying this for like a decade. Like Microsoft has so much money they could buy the whole gaming industry.
I'll tell you why.
And now they finally have.
I'll tell you.
Tell me why. Dan.
I'll tell you why.
Tell me why. Sorry, couldn't help myself. I just couldn't.
Nothing but a heart. Okay.
Get copyrighted.
Oh no. So the reason why, I guess it's all hearsay because we weren't in the room. But if you remember back in 2013 when Phil had to take over, I guess it would have been in 2014. If you remember, the rumor was Satya sat Phil down and said, "Is this even a savable brand?" And to even think of where we are now with that being the case. Whatever Phil said in that room convinced not only Satya, they made an entire new title for him. What is it, Microsoft Gaming CEO or whatever. They made it. They loved him so much that they've pretty much blank checked Phil, and whatever he wants is good. And Satya is all in. Like it wasn't just Phil out with all the statements. Satya was there as well. He was out there making statements as well.
Certainly.
They clearly.
Obviously, a board made the decision, but it's not like it was Phil's decision to buy it.
Yes. So clearly, Satya believes in his vision enough that now he can do what he wants. So, I mean, that's only been recently.
They see it, man. They see it with the Netflix Game Pass thing, man. They see the way they can become the games, but Netflix. You know what I mean? They see it clear. I don't know. I'm fucking 68.7 billion Sims. All right,
it just makes you like. Let's just touch on this one last thing. Like, when did the deal come through? Like, I mean, do you think when it all started to really get really bad, and obviously they got taken to court, like, do you reckon they just said we'll buy you, and Activision were like, okay,
sound mate.
Apparently, there were some reports that it might have been the other way around. Bobby might have been shopping them around.
I've seen in the conversation.
There was a rumor that potentially EA could have bought them.
I've seen so much this
pretty
week.
Interesting.
I don't know what's what anymore.
Yeah, which is pretty interesting if EA would have bought them. But like that's very interesting. If they were the one shopping, it wasn't like Phil out there like, we're gonna buy you. It was because I guess that him and Bobby know each other a little bit, so maybe they were in contact, and he was like, "Would you be willing to?" Don't say that. that's a
Bob Kotick really was. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he might have been. He might have been. But you know, maybe he went to Phil and was like, "Hey, you want to buy us?" You know.
Oh, cool. Bill was just like looking in his pockets for a bit of shrapnel.
Wait, how much? Sure.
He's missing the 0.7. He's like, fuck, man. My other wallet's in the car. Damn it.
Wait, did you say 6 billion or 68 billion? Oh, no. I gave you too much.
All right. Well, this was crazy. And we had a good conversation about that.
58 minutes of conversation.
That was really good, guys. Good job.
Yeah, there's still more to get in.
There's a lot. We're gonna be talking about this all year.
A lot of
still a lot to it's just a lot to process. Like,
yeah, I've been processing it for since Tuesday. I'm glad
that we haven't entirely processed it.
I'm still processing since Tuesday. I'm glad that we took a few days that I could think more. You know,
I almost called for an immediate podcast when I woke up.
I was thinking,
like, guys, I think we have to film.
You woke up, so like I think I was waiting. I was like, it was like 1 o'clock my time. It was 1:30. I just got in my car. My phone buzzed. It was like, rumors are that Xbox are gonna buy Activision, and I was like, fucking hell, this is crazy. But then I was like, this happened with Bethesda, and 5 minutes. Oh wait, they bought Activision. It was ridiculous, and I was like, no way! Like in my car, just like the TikTok video that I put out, and I even put one on TikTok on Twitter. That was exactly my energy. Like, oh my god, like it just. Oh.
I fall back asleep. I was fucking up at like 10 that day. I'm crazy.
Don't need coffee.
read on Discord you guys were talking about. I'm like, what?
I was waiting because me and Sims on Tuesday, I was at work and he was at work, and he even just like get into chat and we were just talking. So me and him were on it when it happened. Yeah,
it was like 6 a.m. for you, wasn't it, Daniel? 7 a.m.
It was 9. It was 9 for me.
Right. Okay.
It was 6 West Coast. But I was kind of waiting until you heard it, Connor, because we were talking that entire time as it was happening, unfolding. I saw Nibel's thing, and it was like, oh, they could be buying them right now, and then it was boom. There's a thread that Xbox posted about it, and I'm like, oh my god.
When do you think we get the big Game Pass load? Because it wasn't Bethesda like pretty quick.
It was a few months later. So
a few months later.
I think the Bethesda deal got. I think it was it like June, July? It was summer.
So did we have to wait till it goes through? Like Daniel was saying, the June to June timeline. So sometime between then.
As soon as that pen to paper is signed, they'll press the button, and Xbox and Game Pass will crash.
I do want to say. Yeah, 100%. I do want to say, with Nick's in the chat, yes, Nick, it is very kind of sad for Sony fans, and I agree. I am always the champion of no exclusives ever. I don't want any exclusive. That's a Nintendo included.
It is very sad. If you're that guy that can only afford one console, like, I mean, I was there too. You know, I probably should be there. I just spent my money really stupidly. But if you're the person that can only afford one console and you already got your PS5 and you love playing Call of Duty and you love your Madden or whatever and stuff like that, it is sad for you. Like, legitimately, like that sucks, you know? Mm-hmm. But you're going to have to get Game Pass.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. PC gamers will be laughing. Sony needs to put that is another answer too, is put day and date PC games. Like Ragnarok should launch day and date on PC.
That, and I think you guys got to put your first party day one on this Spartacus thing when it comes out.
They have to. You have to.
Because I feel like there's going to be so much bad press when that Spartacus thing comes out, because so many people are going to be disappointed by it.
What if these tiers aren't good? What if they're too expensive? You know, like,
yeah, I mean, we've been talking about Spartacus, you know, since it's been rumored and stuff like that. I just don't. There's no possible way it lives up to Game Pass, those standards that are already set. So I think there's going to be a shit ton of bad press that comes with that. And you guys cannot afford that now. You really can't. I almost hope they push back Spartacus, rework it, put your first-party titles on their day one. That could be a good thing we get out of this, though, right? If first-party titles from Sony go on their day one now, it's like, okay, that's fucking cool. Like, that'd be awesome if we got that out of it.
Real quick, before we move on, Tucker, you can leave the chat, please. Just leave the chat. I'm not even going to address what you said.
What do you say?
Nothing.
Let me tell all our friends here. Let me tell them in the chat.
We've got 5 people. We've got all the friends and family.
And they're all our friends.
I do not want to tell you what he said because you'll be upset too. So
why?
What
did you say, little Tuck?
I quote: "The best thing that could come out of the ABK deal, a promise from Microsoft that Crash Bandicoot will never get another game."
Tucker, you're officially banned from Nerdic Gods. Congratulations.
Let's be clear. This is Abram. I hate Crash Bandicoot.
It's not
Abram, you're officially banned.
Give me proper credit.
Abram, I told you I was going to bring you back, Abram. I don't think I can anymore. I'm sorry.
Connor, I need you to finalize the next topic.
Okay, you need me to move on here. Okay, we can move on. We do have other pieces of news to talk about. So we kind of did the Game Pass has 25 million subscribers thing already. So we'll touch on that. They have 25 million subscribers already, if you didn't know. And then we'll move on to Daniel. How do you pronounce his name?
Everybody in the chat is our friends.
Kenichi Sato steps down as president and CEO of Platinum Games. And Daniel, name?
Atsushi Inaba.
That guy will take his place.
Atsushi
Soto
Inaba
will remain as an advisor and believes the studio is ready to move forward without him.
Yeah, so
it came out like late last week, right? It's like right after we got
it was like Friday, I think. So this is a very interesting one because it sounds like he is going to be there until I guess Inaba is ready, and then he'll probably kind of leave. But I think he's been there for 5 or 6 years now, if I remember correctly. So he's kind of been in the kind of the newish era of Platinum. It's very interesting. Who knows what? Hopefully this is good for Platinum, but I'm not too sure. We'll see.
They've been doing fine, right? I guess Babylon's Fall looks bad, but like,
yeah,
kind of like, I mean, your game came out last year. Yeah, people like that. I mean, I think Platinum's in a pretty good place. So hopefully
Bayonetta's supposed to come out this year.
Oh yeah, Bayonetta, yeah, that'll be fucking.
That's the good. So. That's the good Platinum. Then you got the Babylon's Fall.
The B team, yeah, the Legend of Korra guys.
Yeah,
man, was I excited for that game before it came out?
Oof.
Indeed. Oof. Okay, cool. Do you want to say on that, Sims?
No.
Okay, cool.
You're not really a platinum guy, are you?
I liked Bayonetta, right?
Okay.
I like Bayonetta 1 and 1. I own 2. But I've never really. I played like maybe the first hour.
2 is so good. Not enough people play that game.
No, it's a Wii U game.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. According to Jeff Grubb, Respawn is reportedly working on a new FPS with a focus on style and mobility, and it's not Titanfall, you fucks.
Why did you have to put that?
Why you got ball tease me like that? You know, like what the fuck is this?
No, why did you put that in there?
Because I don't know. That was in the story. I just wanted to remind myself the terrible future that is no Titanfall. You know what I mean? Why couldn't you have bought EA, Microsoft? Then I could have got more Titanfall. Come on, Phil, buy them.
What if this is not like a Titanfall game? What if it's an Apex FPS?
I can see that. Yeah, I think Blessing Adeoye Jr. was discussing that, and I liked his idea where it is another Titanfall game. Pretty much, it's just called Apex.
Call Apex something
because that is the bigger name at this point. I'm cool with that too.
Nick. Apex Legends Stories or something like that. That could be an interesting name.
Yeah, I like it, Nick. Good job.
Or just Apex. Maybe even drop the Legends name. Just do Apex blank, whatever. Something like that.
Apex, whatever. I don't know. I'm very excited about this though. I obviously love Titanfall 2. It was one of my favorite games last gen. Absolutely love that single player. So can't wait to get more FPS single player from Respawn.
Yeah,
Daniel.
I mean, they're some of the kings.
It's a movement, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to call them that? I don't know what you want to call them, but that grappling hook.
Ooh, the wall running into the hook, or like you hook somebody and you melee.
I'm gonna go play some Titanfall 2 after this. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
you're gonna work.
Yeah, you're right.
For the man.
That's true.
Freeze my balls off. Sims, anything you want to say about Respawn and their new FPS?
Not really. I mean, just because Jeff Grubb says it isn't Titanfall, does it mean it's not Titanfall? I know we can say it's not Titanfall, and it'd be Titanfall. So Titanfall.
Are you saying Jeff Grubb could be wrong?
I'm saying that. I'm saying that people lie all the time.
Wow, you think he's lying now?
All I'm saying.
Wow.
Jeff Grubb is lying.
I mean, maybe he heard it wasn't.
Let me call Jeff Grubb.
You ring Jeff Grubb, and I'll tell him Jeff Grubb.
Get him on the show.
You have some bad sources. Don't worry, I've tried. I haven't got much to say. Everyone wants Titanfall 3. I'll be just repeating what everyone else says at this point. So it's Titanfall 3. I'm telling you now.
Respawn got a lot going on. At all times.
I think they got a lot of studios though.
Yeah.
Stop making Star Wars. Make Titanfall. I'm just.
You know what? You could shut your mouth. You could shut your mouth.
A lot of bad takes coming through here with Tucker and Sims.
No, that was Abram. That was Abram.
Oh, Abram. I'm sorry, Tucker.
I'm going to clarify. Yeah, that was not Tucker. Apparently, that was Abram. That was Abram.
That Abram character, not very good at 20 questions. I said it.
Whoa, Abram, he's taking shots at you now.
Our next news story. This is kind of for me.
Yeah.
A Kingdom Hearts 20th anniversary event will take place on April 10th. Also, every Kingdom Hearts game will be available on the Nintendo Switch on February 10th. Viva the cloud.
Yeah, it's weird that it's cloud versions, except for like 3. Like, I feel like 3 would be the only one you'd have to do cloud.
Yeah, exactly. I don't understand how they couldn't get the 1.5 and 2.5 on Switch.
Maybe they just didn't, games?
I think they just didn't want to put in the work, honestly. They're just like, fuck it, we'll just send it all to the cloud. Yeah, that's cool for Switch owners, I guess. If you haven't played Kingdom Hearts, I'm more curious about this 20th anniversary event and if anything cool gets announced there.
Yeah, you think like maybe
I don't know.
Like
they're not live streaming it, so I don't know if we should be expecting like a big announcement of some sort, or if it's just gonna be more of a celebration type thing.
Well, I was thinking like they even like announce like doing like an orchestra theater, like doing like going around.
Yeah, they do that
music.
shit all the time. I think there is a big thing. A big music thing going on at the event.
Square loves doing that.
Yeah, they love that shit, especially with the Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect here. I've been expecting a Kingdom Hearts game for Switch, like one from the ground up to happen at some point. So I'm still expecting that. I don't see why they wouldn't. Kingdom Hearts they had 2 games on DS, so they obviously love, handheld and working with Nintendo on that front. So I would expect a side game to maybe be announced.
What's likely to 4 out of 100%?
Small, very small, especially with Nomura. Nomura is now. I mean, he's on Final Fantasy Remake Part 2, and then
that's right.
He'll probably be on those for the foreseeable future, man. Like,
he'll probably make 3 of those, maybe.
Honestly, yeah. And it's like we could be looking at like damn near a decade again between Kingdom Hearts 3 and Kingdom Hearts 4. So I wouldn't hold my breath on that one. But yeah, I would. At some point this year, I'm expecting a new Kingdom Hearts game to be announced. Not 4, not the proper one, but
between kind of games.
Yeah, it's time to get another Kingdom Hearts game going. A while ago, they said they wanted to make yearly Kingdom Hearts games, and they did keep up with that for a little bit, like leading into 3, and then even the year after 3, we got
it's already been 2 years since 3
music game. Yeah,
in 2020 we got the Melody of Memories.
It's been 3 years since 3. That came out 2019. That was like January 2019.
That's what I meant.
I remember that they were a week off from my birthday with Kingdom Hearts 3, and I was so pissed. I was
good birthday.
Delayed a week because I was waiting for that game for like 12 fucking years. It was crazy. You guys didn't know back then. I was a psychopath.
You waited for a game for 12 years.
It's so long. Yeah. I just sat there and stared at the wall. Excuse me. We're moving on now. TV. 68.7 billion, guys. You know,
68.
You know what I mean?
Crazy.
It's fucking nuts. Okay, moving on. The video game NPD numbers for December 2021 have come out, and also all of 2021.
Yeah, I'm so excited to hear this.
Are gonna go over them. Let's start with just the month of December, starting at number 20. Number 20, The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. 19, Super Mario 3D World. 18, Ghost of Tsushima. 17, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy.
That dropped really hard.
Is this December? Sorry, is this December or the whole year?
This is December. We'll do the whole year after. Yeah. Where was I? 16, Forza Horizon 5. 15, Just Dance 2022. 14, Far Cry 6. 13, Minecraft. 12, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. 11, FIFA 22. 10, Animal Crossing New Horizon. 9, NBA 2K22. 8, Mario Party Superstars. Only dropping 2 spots. That was number 6 the month before. When did that come out? October?
It was in the fall.
I think it was like late October. Anyways, 7, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. 6, Mario Kart 8. 5, Battlefield 2042. 4, Madden NFL 22. 3, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond / Shiny Pearl. Fucking huge, man. Pokemon sells. Your number 2. This is surprising.
Sex and Halo Pokemon sell.
Sex and Pokemon sell. You're damn right. And drugs. Number 2, Halo Infinite, which is surprising because it was on Game Pass. What do you?
Well, yeah, but not everybody does Game Pass. You know.
No, I get that. It's just crazy.
I mean, Forza was still there, which is really awesome.
Forza was still there. Yeah.
Halo
was the number 4.
At what point do you go? Nah, I'll buy it.
Right.
What do you do that? Like
15
what?
for a game I'll play for a month, or do I want to just buy it?
And they fucking buy it. $68 billion.
The massive audience that doesn't have internet, you know.
It's true. It's massive.
Well, you have to download the campaign anyway. Don't get me started.
And then your number 1, Call of Duty Vanguard. Which is now owned by Microsoft.
Yeah.
For $68.7 billion, guys.
I'm just laughing. I find that so funny.
I can't even say that number. Okay. Anything you guys got to say on the month of December?
And people thought Call of Duty wouldn't sell that well this year. Doesn't matter. That shows you that the people that are like reviewing them and the games media, they really aren't. They're such a small fraction. It doesn't really matter ultimately if they pan the game or even, to be honest, even the controversy didn't matter to the game. It sold. It just sells.
People don't give a shit, do they? People are not likers.
They want to play Call of Duty.
They just want a release date. They want to go to the shop. I mean, this year they had a bit of a surprise. Like, they had that bloke that walked into the game shop, and she was like £70, and he was like, I'm not buying that. But I bet everywhere else he went, it was around 70, 68, 69, 70. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's just, they've just bought everything. Like they've just taken over. Like. They really do. Like, it goes back. They've literally just taken everything. Like, God of War is nothing compared to
Star-Lord meme where he's like, did we just lose from Sony's side? Did we just lose? Like, yeah, it did. Like, that sucks. Okay, do you guys want to do the full year then?
Yeah, do it real quick.
Okay, you want top 20 or top 10? Let's just do
Leave
10.
it up to you. Sure.
10,
Give me that top 10. What's that top 10 selling this year?
10.
I know what 2 and 1 are. But...
The top 10 selling games of the year for 2021 were number 10, Super Mario 3D World. Number 9, MLB The Show 21. Number 8, Resident Evil Village. Yeah, big for MLB The Show.
It's probably because of the Xbox, right? You were just
I'm sure that had a lot to do with it. And then number 8, Resident Evil Village. Good for Capcom, getting on there. Mm-hmm. Number 7, Mario Kart 8. Number 6, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales.
That's crazy.
Yeah, good for that game, you know.
It's also smaller, like a cheaper game, so like it could just people like seeing that price, they probably just pick it up, you know.
Christmas
Definitely.
game.
And I think a lot of people that was the first game you pick up with the PS5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? Number 5, Battlefield 2042. So after all that, you know, Battlefield still in the top 5. After all that shit it got, you know, you all still buy it.
I know.
Number 4, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. That's kind of unbelievable.
That's sad. That makes me sad.
Why is
you're getting more remakes there, Daniel.
That makes me sad. It's just low effort remakes to keep selling. It's just sad.
Yeah, crazy how much Pokemon sells, man.
Yeah,
I'll be curious to see how much Arceus ends up selling, because that's gonna be fucking huge too.
Maybe.
Okay,
it's different. So who knows?
I don't know. I feel like all the same people are excited for it though, so we'll see.
Maybe.
Look at Sims over there. He's fucking downloading illegal versions of it. You know what I mean?
Shut up, man.
Maybe.
Get me in.
Hypothetically, he's downloading.
Nintendo taking people downtown.
All I'm saying is, FBI, keep your eye on Sims. That's all I'm saying. Number 3, Madden NFL 22. And then your number 1 and 2. Number 1. Oh, no, start with number 2. Number 2, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. And then number 1, Call of Duty Vanguard. If you questioned why Microsoft bought these guys, there you fucking go. They sold the number 1 and number 2 game.
Again, I want to reiterate everything that happened last year. People not even excited for Vanguard. Apparently, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't. There's a new 12-year-old every year. You know what I mean? And he's gonna go out and buy it.
The Christmas noobs.
You know what? Honestly, to be fair, the way they kind of just put that like that, he's hit the nail firmly on the head. There's a 12-year-old every year.
Every year, a whole new wave of them every year.
Like, Christmas noobs, I'm telling you.
It's only
everyone wants to sit here and say we're sick of COD. We needed to change. Blah 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 blah. Doesn't fucking matter because you're getting replaced anyways. You know.
Call of Duty changes more than people say it does.
It's such a weird cycle though, Call of Duty people, because they'll play it and go, "Oh yeah, shit." Every year, every year, it's shit.
Yeah. Until the next one. Oh, this one's shit too. I'll play it for you. I'll
keep playing it though. Yeah.
My brother, like, oh yeah, it's shit. Don't play it anymore. My brother
loves it though.
I'm gonna text my brother.
Tell Connor I said what's up. Okay. Next news. This just got put on here. I'm assuming by Sims. WWE 2K22 has revealed its cover wrestler as Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio.
Actually, that was me that put on there.
Booyaka, 619. He's not a Hall of Famer.
It said it in the story, so that's why I said it.
No.
But shout out to Rey Mysterio. He should be a Hall of Famer. Come on.
I don't know who that is, actually.
So basically, like...
He's the guy with the mask.
He's the little guy. The little mask guy.
Mexican. He's got the red mask, and he's got a brother.
He always has different colors.
He's got a son now.
He's got a son now? Okay, I don't...
Is his son wrestling?
Yeah.
Will he fight Brock Lesnar?
He did.
Probably has.
He has, in the past, yeah.
Has he really?
He's been around for some years.
He's an older wrestler.
Right, so his son was involved in a match, I want to say 20 years ago. Probably less than that. And it was him and Eddie Guerrero fighting for the custody of his son.
I remember this.
His son is now
Eddie Guerrero era.
A wrestler.
That's crazy.
That was just like a stage thing, though, right? Like they weren't.
Yeah, honestly, it was a part of the story or whatever.
Yeah, it was all part of the story. But so I haven't really. So obviously, 2K came out with an announcement saying, "Oh, a couple of days." They came out with an announcement months ago saying, "Oh, January, you're gonna hear a lot of news." So then, I think they then re-announced January. Oh, don't worry, a couple of days, you get some news. It got leaked yesterday or the day before that my retailer Game, who I talk about a lot, they that their promotional poster got leaked or box art got leaked. You
posted in our Discord.
Yeah. So obviously, Rey Mysterio is back of the front of the cover. The deluxe edition's out on the 8th of March. The full game releases on the 11th of March. Pre-order bonuses, Undertaker skins. But the trailer today, though, like what the gameplay and what they've seen and how they've promoted the video game is like that they've worked with the superstars and like the whole goofy video is like. They put their input into it and etc. etc. But we're like cut all the bullshit, cut all the advertisements, take all the shiny ribbon off it. This has to be good. At the end of the day,
it's been a while since the last one.
It's been 2.5 years now, so I'm really excited. March 11th, I just around wrestling season, wrestling started to get good again. So, I mean, there's not much to say about it really. It's a wrestling game and it has to be good. And like, what more can you say until? I mean, they've announced some good modes, like GM modes back. Like, this is exciting times. Like, I'm excited. I can't wait to get back on. Can't wait to own it. I own everyone. And this won't change a thing. I'm sucker. So, give me some wrestling. And fingers crossed, we might get an AEW game at the end of the year.
That's true too. We haven't heard much about that game in a while, have we?
I'm really excited for that. But yeah, wrestling's back, baby.
Rey Mysterio. It's the first time he was on the cover, right? Because I don't remember him ever being on the cover.
No. Yeah, maybe. No, I don't know.
Which is kind of sad. Like, Rey is huge. I love Rey Mysterio. We can move on though.
Connor is texting someone.
This guy.
Yeah, it's Rey Mysterio. Yeah. You recognize him?
No, not really.
Oh, really? Wow. He's. I guess he's been around for a long, long time.
I would never text someone during the show, Sims. Come on, that's unprofessional. Next up. Wow, unprofessional.
Unprofessional.
Man. Last news story of the week. Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga has gotten a release date of April 5th of this year. It also got a new long 6-minute trailer.
Yeah, it has like a voiceover trailer. It was a really good show to that game. That game looks awesome.
No,
it does. Yeah. I really like how they've kind of redefined the combat and just the gameplay in all of the Lego games. This one looks really like well made and polished.
Looks amazing.
Looks way more like an action game, which makes me excited. I've never played a Lego game.
Shoot, stuff like that. The melee looks much better. I can't wait for this game.
Yeah, looks so good. I'm like very excited for this game. This would be like the first real Lego game. I played a little bit with my brother because he was playing a bunch of them, but I never like really played it a lot, and like I never beaten one. So this would be the first one I really dive into, and it being the whole Star Wars saga is awesome for me.
The first Lego game, the first Lego Star Wars is one of the games I blame for my my trophy addiction, because I like went for it's like that and Spyro started me down that path, and Halo a little bit too, of just collecting everything and trying to see everything and stuff like that. That's kind of how I just play games now. And yeah, that game definitely sent me on that track because I did like everything in that game and it was so fun. But I haven't played a Lego game since, so I'm really excited for this one. Really excited to see the full Star Wars story in there too as well, or at least the Skywalker side of things. Did you guys freeze on me? You look frozen.
Oh, everybody, it's fixed, guys. Don't you worry. Steve has solved the problem.
Okay. What are you gonna do? You just gonna cut that and then put it together?
Oh no, I'm gonna leave it for comedic effect. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I like that. So what? Did it just go black screen for people?
Daniel disappeared.
Daniel disappeared.
Everyone saw it.
I disappeared. Didn't everyone disappear?
I don't know. Daniel disappeared. You were still there. You were moving and everything. I was like, oh. I made a joke. I was like,
good, huh?
I was like, oh, thank God Daniel was gone. And then Daniel came back immediately. I was like, oh, yay, Daniel's right.
I clicked in and out because like something happened. I don't know.
But then Connor, I was like, Connor, and you were just putting faces.
It froze again. Am I the only one here again?
Oh, no.
It's okay. I can just do the show by myself.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, Sims and Daniel have been holding me back this whole time. We all know I am the ghost of video game podcasting, past, present, and future. And I'm probably the greatest thing to happen to the podcasting world since Joe Rogan.
Daniel, can you hear this?
Good thing these days. People hate Joe Rogan.
Daniel? Connor?
I'm a fan myself.
Connor?
Oh, see Sims thing moving? How you doing?
What's going on? Can you hear me?
I don't know. I can hear you and see you. Daniel is frozen. Now it looks like he's
I can see Daniel moving.
Oh, okay, cool. Discord just wanted to fuck up this whole show. I'm really glad
you guys too?
That long. So what's happening for me is YouTube just freeze, and then I'm just still here.
Because I'm just making sure it's not me.
I don't know who it is.
Okay.
I think it's just Discord.
Okay.
Are we still recording?
Yeah, we're still going. All of
that.
Just continue.
Okay, great. Let's just continue with the show. That is the Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga thing. April 5th is when it's coming out. We will now move on to what we have been playing. We'll start with me. I have not really been playing anything. Kind of just took the week off from games. Didn't really get too much in. I started Nobody Saves the World, or what's it called? Was that it? Yeah.
Nobody Saves the World, yeah.
Played a little bit of that. Wasn't too into it. I think we all, me and Daniel were talking about it before it came out, that like it's not my type of game. And it wasn't, sure enough. So probably not going to check that out anymore. Excited for the Rainbow Six game. But mostly I've just been watching the Harry Potter movies for the first time. That's been quite a time, let me tell you, man. That Wizarding World, and they do a lot of shit there. That Hermione, good lord.
Yeah, she's the best part
for sure. Definitely just best part in general. But yeah, mostly I've just been not playing anything. We're about to get a whole big rush of games coming in soon. Really looking forward to
with what I guess Arceus, and then right into
Arceus.
Dying Light.
Yeah, Arceus, then Dying Light. I'm looking forward to both those games. Then obviously Horizon, the middle of February, and then end of the month.
Sifu, Ollie World.
Ring. Yeah, Sifu and Ollie World. It's funny because it's like those are all things I'm looking forward to.
There's even Witch Queen, which seems really cool. I want to check out. That's like right in the middle of it.
That one's not my cup of tea, but it is just unfortunate that like a lot of times when there's a big rush of games like this, not all of them are for me, but this time it really seems like, there's like 5 things for me in there. So I'm going to be playing a lot of games the next month or so. And Daniel's now frozen again. But I will continue talking. Yeah, very much excited for Dying Light. I really think that game looks like a game for me. I think it's going to come out. I think it's going to be a sort of a dark horse. It's kind of been getting shitted on a lot with their marketing play. With the whole... we made a game that's like fucking 800 hours long or whatever and stuff like that. And a lot of people are getting put off by that. I think it probably has a lot. Oh, hello, Daniel. How you doing?
I don't know what's happening.
I think it probably has a lot to do with that game not having a set publisher. They're publishing it themselves. So I think they're kind of fucking up on the marketing side of that game. But I really do think that game looks cool. When you see who's writing that game. And then I already know the gameplay from the last one was supposed to be great, and that's going to carry over into this one. And then the writers on that game are a lot of people that worked on like the Fallout series and stuff like that. Big first-person RPGs that I tend to really love. A lot of those people have worked on this game, so I think this game is going to come out and surprise a lot of people and really be something for me.
The first one did.
Sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt. Yeah. Are we still having problems?
Oh yeah, Discord's been messed up the whole time.
So I can hear you though. So that's a good thing.
Okay, we're good right now.
Just keep talking.
Yeah, we're good.
I'll be 2 seconds. Right, I can hear you. I'll be 2 seconds.
Okay, sure. And then obviously after that, we're getting into Horizon, and I can't fucking wait. See that Horizon poster right there? I'm a big Horizon fan.
Let's go.
They put out that story trailer the other day.
I want to say something about that real quick.
Yeah.
I was fully down most of that. When it got to the end with Carrie and Moss, I hope that this doesn't get real weird. I feel like that story could
pretty weird.
I feel like they landed it though. I'm a little worried narrative wise with this game. I think it's going to be good, especially gameplay wise. I don't think it could be bad. But the narrative, I'm not. Hopefully it lands. That's just I'm a little.
I really hope they can step up the game on, especially side quests in the last one aren't memorable at all. I couldn't even tell you a single side quest. I remember there's that one where you hunt that big one.
Yeah, there's the hunting lodge lady,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I remember that. That stuff was cool. Stuff like that. Narrative. I don't know. I think they'll be fine. I don't know, man. I just love that world so much. I'm just so interested in seeing it continue and learning more stories inside that world and stuff like that. Even if the main story doesn't fail, I just there'll be interesting stuff and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know. You could be right. And then end of the month we got Elden Ring, which very much looking forward to as well. Next big game from FromSoft. I just got into FromSoft games last year, so excited to see a new one and then be part of the conversation around it and stuff like that. I think this is it's gonna be a very big game for a lot of people.
Yeah, I wonder how this one's gonna do.
Yeah. And then later, after that, you get into March. We got like Tunic. I'm kind of looking forward to. At least that's on Game Pass. I'll be able to try that.
March is what? Kirby and Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. That's like the two big for me.
Yeah, both of those coming out the same day. Those are both on March 25th.
Is it the exact same day?
Yeah, both on March 25th. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for you, but I'm very much looking forward to Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I think that game looks awesome. The last trailer they put out looked really cool. Love 3D platformers, so I can't wait to see what they do with that in a Kirby game. And then now we just got the date of April 5th for Lego Star Wars. That will kind of be my big April game, unless there's something else coming out that I'm forgetting in April. I'm sure there will be something. We're also getting rumors of Ghostwire Tokyo coming out in March as well now. That those rumors just started popping up today. So we'll see. I haven't been impressed by that game yet, like gameplay wise or anything.
I still think we need see more of that game.
Yeah, I definitely, especially if it's going to come out in 2 months, like we're really going to have to start buckling down there. Maybe a state of play happens or something around it. Who knows?
I mean, they did it with Deathloop. There could be a whole state of play just for it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And I feel like this would be the first one that actually needs one,
Yeah.
Yeah.
At Deathloop, we saw way too much of that game before they did it.
Yeah. Then we kind of get into May. Forspoken is the only thing that comes to mind coming out that month for me.
Yeah, at least the only big thing right now.
Yeah, looking forward to that game. And then that's kind of all we got for the year that's laid out thus far. At least first half of the year. No, Starfield in November and stuff like that. I mean, that's like way the fuck later. I was just kind of laying out like the next like 4 or 5 months for gaming wise.
But Redfall. That's supposed to come out in the first
Redfall is supposed to be sometime in the summer, stuff like that. And then obviously the whole second half of the year is going to fill out come E3 time, stuff like that. And we'll learn what we are getting. Are we getting God of War this year? Are we getting Hellblade? Are we getting Final Fantasy 16? Are we getting all this stuff? Yeah.
I think Sony are very confident that God of War is coming out this year because I received an email. I think we all received an email regarding like Sony's upcoming games of the year, and God of War is on.
It was a picture there, yeah.
I think they're very confident.
Also, Colin reported, I guess not reported, he said it on his podcast that Sony's gearing up for a huge third-party game coming out later this year, and they're gearing up for marketing for that. So, and it's an unannounced game, so we don't know exactly what that is, and I'm curious. It's apparently a third-party exclusive, and they're really gearing up for marketing for that. So I don't know what that could be.
Do you think we're due like a state of play soon?
Maybe we were just talking about that with the Ghostwire Tokyo rumors. Maybe something smaller like that. I don't know though. I don't know if because they've only been doing like one big showcase a year, so I wouldn't expect.
I don't think they'll do another one for Horizon at this point. So
I could see a set.
I could see it happening.
Sneak out a Horizon state of play, kind of like they did with
right at the beginning.
So much.
Yeah, but I mean, don't watch the state of play then. You know what I mean? And then That's really all I got to say. So
how do you think
what have you been playing? Sorry, go ahead.
A quick question: how do you think they're gonna how are they gonna address the whole Spartacus thing? Do you reckon it'll just be a blog post on Thursday afternoon? Or do you think we'll get a video? I think it would just be a blog post. I really do.
It probably will be. I prefer the
because I think we've moved away from these like conferences that address. Like Games Pass was a blog post. It wasn't a video. Like back in the day when I used to really like E3, there was like
it was at E3, wasn't it?
No, Games Pass was like
they announced it at E3.
No, Games Pass was like Tuesday afternoon. It's a Games Pass.
That's what they did back compat. They did it at E3.
That was at E3, but Games Pass was just a random day. Like, I'll have that. And they were like, well, hold on a minute. People were reading it to make sure they understood it. Like you're telling me that I'm getting Gears of War 4.
Yeah.
On this subscription. Anyway, how would they go? I think it should be a blog post because I think gone are the days of like 15 minutes, one man on a stage, Today we're announcing PlayStation button click Spartacus. For $3.99 a month, you get all the exclusive games, but not first party. But no, we've moved away from that.
I hope they hire you to do this video. No. That's what I want.
No, please do not.
Oh, listen, if I ever did a conference like that, I'd have the whole. I'd have what was the project, the Xbox Connect name?
Milo.
Project
Project Natal. I'd do that whole. I'd recreate. You give me an unlimited budget, I would recreate that whole fucking.
You're gonna be.
And I would have so much fun. It'd be half an hour of me and Milo talking deep. Like, how you feeling? But I've been in here for so long. I'd be like, listen, Milo, okay.
Stop touching me.
I was so excited. You don't understand. Like, I can't comprehend. That was like my first thing I ever watched, like video game news, and my mind was blown. I've never been so. It's like I've never been so sold on a product in my life. I was so excited. Anyway,
Milo's locked in a dungeon on Epstein's Island too. Daniel.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, we're still.
So I've not. So I'm making my way slowly through Guardians, but I put the brakes on hold. We're not talking about video games at this one. So me and Natalie wanted to go see Scream 5. She's like, I really want to go see. I will take you.
Go see Scream 5.
I was like, I'm going to take you to see Scream 5, and I don't history. As people will know, Nerdic God's lore. Like Steven Sims hates horror movies, hates them all.
Well, no. You said that there are no good ones. There
is no good ones. There's still no good ones. All right, this is not changing anything. All right,
insane. So
we've seen that, and like that film is weird with no context, none of it. Like if you've not seen it anyway. So anyway, she was like, "Oh, I really want to rewatch the original ones." I was like, "Okay, let's do this." So I have watched from Saturday. On Saturday, I watched Cream 5. On Sunday, I watched Scream.
Cream.
Then 2. I've seen them all. I watched 4 last night.
4 is really good.
1 and 4 are awesome.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Is it though?
Yeah.
To be fair, out of all of them, and obviously yesterday was a long day. I need to kind of rewatch the end because I was in and out, falling asleep. It was very late. Number 1's the best.
Oh yeah, easy.
Number
5?
2. Watching all of them, 5 was great.
Okay, I've been hearing really good things about 5.
It's got good reviews. Yeah.
Number 4 is like, because obviously you watch them like 96, 98, 96, 97, right? 2000, 2011, 2022.
Yeah.
Like it's such a but yeah, like the only thing I'm not gonna sit here and review a film. The only thing I will comment on is Courtney Cox's hair. Crazy. Like she goes from like, new one? No, in all of them, they just evolve. Like number 2, like number 1, like normal 90s like hair. 90s hair. Number 2, like fire haircut. Like she had the streak. She was looking fire. She was like all sassy and stuff. I was like, yes, Courtney Cox in Scream 2, yes. And then Scream 3, she just did this. She was just like, you know what? And her hair was everywhere. Like it was an absolute mess.
Because we get one Scream movie a decade, so she just keeps having different hairstyles.
And then Scream 3, and then Scream 4, she just gets that lip filler. She's like, fuck it. She gets Botox. And
then you gotta get it,
Shout out to Hayden Panettiere.
Which one was she in? Was she in 4?
She was in 4. Yeah.
And then Emma Roberts is in 4 too.
Emma Roberts is
the right one. Okay.
Yeah.
That one's really good. I really like.
I love 4. 4 is great.
Yeah, 4 was great. Yeah. Anyway, so I've been watching that. I'm back in the day.
Okay. I guess I'll talk about what I've been playing since he's going off.
Sims has just been taking his weekly step in Guardians of the Galaxy. He'll finish that game sometime in 2026.
It's not that long.
It really is. I feel like it's been since this game has released. Sims is like, I've been playing Guardians of the Galaxy. Have you though? Have you?
Have you 30 minutes at a time?
Yeah. Like, what are you doing?
I got actually a lot that I have to talk about today. So I guess we did Nobody Saves the World. I played that. Played about an hour of it. I like the game. It's not vibing completely with me, but I love the art style. I love the music.
Art style's dope.
I love
it. Looks like those cartoons on the back of a cereal box.
Yeah, definitely. Drinkbox is awesome. I hope this game does really well for them. I want to see Drinkbox succeed. They're great.
It's on Game Pass, right? Like, I mean, people are just going to download it. Yeah,
100%. I finally beat Tales of Arise. I beat it. That was the first thing I did. I did that. I think I beat it on Friday or Saturday.
Beat that game, and the whole time Sims has still been playing Guardians.
And I started playing this. I did this like kind of right before we did our Game of the Year stuff. So about a month ago. Yeah, that game is awesome. You would love this game, Cutter.
Yeah, it definitely looks
too long.
Something I would enjoy. Yeah,
you would really, especially because I think you'd really like the combat. The combat's so fun. I think that combat would keep you.
Check it out. I'm sure when it goes on Game Pass or a sale or something.
It was on sale. I think on Xbox's like holiday sale. I think it was like $40, but it's not. I doubt it's on sale now.
At some point, I'll get around to it.
I'd say if you're looking, it's about 40 to 45 hours main story.
Yeah, maybe next time there's like some downtime, I'll pick it up.
Yeah, I think you'd really like that combat. But I really love that game. This would have been my top 10. 100%.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I started up COD 2. I'm doing that series with Tucker.
Great video, by the way. Yeah, good video. Really good.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we did COD 1. We'll go check it out on Backlog Banter. I'm in that. I'm playing COD 2. I'm like a third of the way through, so I have time to beat it, but I started that one up. Really like COD 2 so far. I've noticed that the music isn't as good as COD 1, but the gameplay, it all looks slightly better, right? But very curious to see if I'm going to like it more than one. But I have a game that I'm bringing to you guys today that I want you to look up because I think you'll love it. I posted this game maybe a couple weeks ago. No one said anything. I posted like a little clip of it. No one said anything. So I've been playing this game called Buck Up and Drive.
Buck Up and Drive.
Buck Up and Drive. Okay. This game, there are two modes in the game. Number one, it's like a standard like cruising game where you're just kind of like you have a timer and you're trying to get to checkpoint and not like you have to avoid people and stuff like that. But then there's like tricks you could do off of ramps and stuff. Kind of like Tony Hawk, you do like spins and hit like circles, but you're trying to get to the next checkpoint. But then the other game mode is it's basically a 2D fighter, but you're driving and you're doing combos by twisting the car and jumping the car and slamming them into each other. And it has health bar like a fighting game. And it's super stylish. There's only like one song in the game. It's a pretty good song, but playing like 2 hours that I played, repeat. It's a long song, which is good, but it is on repeat.
Are there words?
No words. No words.
At least there's no words.
Yes, I know. I'm not hearing the same lady sing over and over again. But go look up Buck Up and Drive. I think you'll like how it looks. It looks really cool. It's just a neat little game. I played it on PC.
Sounds like one of those like dollar games you buy just to get the platinum.
It was cheap. It was like $5, and it was only one guy made it though, which is really cool. One guy made it. It looks really cool. There's a lot of different like levels. The levels look really cool. There's like a day and night cycle. They kind of change a little bit between day and night. The levels will look a little different. Like the beach looks different. There's a bunch of cars. I didn't unlock any car for the 2 hours I played, which I found odd. I did a lot, but no cars. Yeah, I really thought this game was pretty fun for 2 hours.
What do you do exactly? Like in it?
So you just drive. It's just driving. I mean, there's two modes. There's the endless mode where you're just getting to checkpoint to checkpoint, and then the fighting game where you could play against the person as like a 2D fighter.
What made you buy this?
I saw it and I was like, I need to check it out. I wanted to check it out.
You like the name, I guess.
Yeah, it's like $5 or $6.
Good marketing. Yeah. Buck Up and Drive.
Buck Up and Drive. But just go look up that video on YouTube. A video of it. And just go watch it. I think you'll like how it looks, but you might not want to play it. I think that's pretty much all I've been playing though.
feel like
I'm playing Arceus. Arceus is coming out. Was it Paparazzi?
Paparazzi
came out today. I want to play that.
Who doesn't?
I know that game looks charming.
Very, very quickly. I managed to. I purchased God of War for the PC, and it looks stupid. It just looks so.
People
cool.
loving that PC version. I got a couple friends playing it too.
Yeah. I got it on ultra 40p settings, and like it hits different, man. Like, and I literally not doing anything either. I've not even got to the fight, and I'm getting to that fight tonight. I'm just gonna have a little play with it. I've got Guardians though, like chapter, can't remember now, 13. Like the game's just it's hitting different. Like it's like the story's really good. Like the combat's still the same, but the Drax's bit like hit different. Like. And like him, when the team are all like on the same page and reading off the same hymn sheet, like it's they have so much good chemistry, and like whoever when they performed that game together, like they must have had such a good time. So, but like them going to fight Fin Fan Fu, is it Fin Fan Fu? And I was just expecting like this little thing because they were just like hyping it up, like I kill Fin Fan Fu, and I was like, this is gonna be like the smallest thing ever. Like,
you're getting there. You're pretty far then.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm chapter 13, like 14. I think there's 17 chapters in there.
Yeah,
probably only 2-3 years away from beating it.
Yeah, 100%. I'm aiming for a chapter tonight. I might try and jump on it tonight, but I'm having a really good time with it. Like
yeah.
You can't be having that good of a time with it.
Well, like I said, I took a break.
You're fucking lying.
No, because I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd love to have the conversation with you now that I beat it. I would have beat it by now. But like I've watched Scream every night. So the kids go to bed. Scream's a 2-hour-long movie, and I'm going to bed. So like I've not played a game in 5 days. But I'm up to date with Scream. You question me about Scream, I'll tell you. I'll tell you about David Arquette and the Court of Cops.
I'm not up to date on Scream. So.
Why'd they kill Randy? You know what I mean? Come on, Randy was the best character.
Randy was the best character. Big shout out to Randy. Yeah. And like the best part of the films is like he's the killer. Like all day for the film.
Exactly. Like, and then seeing it unravel
because son of a bitch.
There's a reason why they do that, because like it's very
of course,
meta.
Yeah,
it's always
definitely.
meta.
Yeah. Scream 2 though, I was convinced it was her roommate, and I was like, it's her. It's that fucking bitch. She's killing you.
They gotta play you. They gotta play you.
But even when they die, that means they still doesn't like. If people die in the film, they're not out of the picture. They could have died the first scene. They're still alive, killing you motherfuckers.
Yeah, you remember when they did the Randy video?
Oh my god, that was such a. I was like, there's so many moments I just rolled my eyes. I was like, this is bad. Obviously, I have to get over the fact that I don't like these movies. Like I don't like these type of films. But like, it's hard not to like go. Yeah, it's alright. Yeah. Like it's just God. Anyway,
we'll now move on to the game. Daniel,
video game.
What is the game?
We'll play 20 questions. I think maybe next week we'll do the museum. I really want to do we haven't done the museum in a while. I kind of want to get back to the museum. I have the game ready. Good luck.
Are you implying that this one's hard, Daniel?
No, not necessarily. Just I was giving you encouragement.
That was like some snarky encouragement.
It wasn't that. I'll tell you, that was not a snarky.
Good luck.
That was not a snarky. Good luck. It was good luck. What I mean? Good luck. What do you want me to say? I said it like
fucking snarky, Daniel.
Good luck.
Need you to lower down on the snarkiness, okay? Daniel, did this game come out before the year 2000?
No.
Thank God.
An actual video game, you know what
I mean? You fucking nice punk.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys are on the same page as me, finally.
Real game.
No good video game came out before the year 2000. Nothing.
No, nothing.
It's all trash arcade games right before then, alright?
Super Mario World, utter fucking shot.
Trash.
Garbage. Tetris, are you kidding
2D
me?
platformers in general are just trash.
Oh my God.
In all seriousness though, Tetris, trash.
Trash.
Too
basic. You know what I mean?
Absolute garbage.
Did this game come out before the year 2010?
No.
Thank God. And now we're in the real games. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like games 2000 to 2010, they're good. You know, they were good. 2010, 2020, fucking great. That's prime time right
Right.
there. You know what I mean?
Did Activision publish this game? Develop this game. Publish this game. Publish this game.
What question are you asking?
Publish this game. Did they publish this game?
Can I rephrase that question?
Yes.
Sure.
Did Microsoft recently buy this IP for $68.7 billion?
With a B.
With a B. No.
Okay.
Did Microsoft buy this publisher for $7 billion?
He just asked that.
No.
No. Now he's asking.
Oh, the 7. Okay. No.
You got to think though. If you're Bethesda today, like you got to be thinking, shit.
But they're not worth that much. They're not worth that much. I think they
don't say that. They don't mean that. Bethesda, if you're listening, he doesn't mean that. You're worth.
I don't mean it like that. We're just not. They're just
not doesn't understand your worth, Bethesda. Okay, you're worth more to me.
$7 billion.
I'm here,
Actually,
little.
When you think about that, though, it's funny. I'm just like, man, Bethesda's worth way more than Activision Blizzard in my mind.
100%.
In my mind, yeah.
Sure, I guess, but
I'm just saying, I just care way more about that IP and those studios than I do Call of Duty.
I mean, if you really want to get silly, how much did Sony buy Insomniac for?
Yeah,
not even a bill.
It was like 200 mil.
Yeah, it was like 250 or something.
Yeah, something like that. Crazy. They did get them fucking cheap, huh?
A steal.
It really was cheap.
I think they wanted it probably as well.
Bethesda did have to be kicking themselves.
Did this?
They gotta just been like, what? 70 billion? Todd Howard's sitting there crying.
No, he's not. He's rich.
Using hundreds to wipe his tears.
Exactly.
Okay.
Did this
2010 game? Or well, I guess it could be
and on
2020 game.
Hey, you just 2010 and on.
Oh no.
Interesting. That'd be interesting. Okay.
Did this game
EA
come out?
Publish this game?
Oh, go on. What
Say that again.
Did EA publish this game?
No.
Okay.
Did Take-Two publish this game?
No.
We're getting too into publishers now.
Did this game? Is this a
first-person shooter?
Yeah, that's the question.
No. Okay.
Is this game? Is this a puzzle game?
There's puzzle elements, I guess, but I wouldn't say it's a puzzle game.
Did this game come out before 2015?
No. You don't know a lot about the game yet.
Some would say
you won't tell us.
I'm not telling you nothing. Maybe if you ask Daniel on the side, he might say something.
Where's Daniel on the side? Can you go get him?
He's over here. Yeah, he's over here. What's up? What's up,
Danny on the side? You got some crack?
We have too much fun. Too much fun, some would say.
Yeah, Daniel's a crack dealer on the side.
Jesus.
This game originally released on the PS4, Xbox One gen. I gotta clear that up. Okay, cool.
Yes. That's 10 already.
Great. Okay, so
did Ubisoft publish this game?
No.
Right, I'm done. I'm out.
Would you consider this an indie game?
Yeah, I would consider it an indie game. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Did this game review highly? Let me rephrase that.
Exact numbers, or do you want what I think it did?
No, because I don't like.
I can try to look.
I don't like getting your interpretation of what's highly.
Okay.
So let me rephrase that.
I mean, that might help.
Was this game considered a Game of the Year contender?
I mean, I think that's a harder question.
Is it?
Yeah. Because I would say no. For most people.
Did you see outlets nominating this game as Game of the Year? No.
Okay. That's why I said I would say no for most people. Me, it was pretty high. Maybe that's too much information.
Did I know you when this game came out?
That's a fun question. No.
Okay, cool.
That's a fun question. I like that question. That's a good
When
one.
did we meet this Tosspot?
Yeah. When did
Met
we meet
beginning of 2020.
I guess
Like,
technically it was like
literally, right?
December, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's a good point.
It was like late or December or somewhere in
You
December.
might be off on that. I don't know.
January.
Or January.
We know this
yeah,
game
maybe.
came out between 2015 and 2019.
I would ask maybe more about the game. You guys don't know anything about this game yet.
Yeah, but with it being an indie game, it's just like, I'm assuming
Yeah,
it's
what
a
would help you?
story-driven 2D game, like all of them. Oh, okay.
There are other indie games.
Probably about a girl climbing a mountain or something. She's fucking depressed. I don't know.
That's like
Indie
one
game.
game.
That is Celeste.
They're
Right?
fucking-
Yeah, that's just Celeste.
all of them. You know what I mean? Kentucky Route Zero. That's what they do.
That is not what Kentucky Route Zero
Before
is
your
about.
eyes, some
That's
girl
about-
climbing a
Before your
mountain.
eyes, some girl. She's depressed. The kid dies. Who cares? Move
Oh
on.
my god.
Spoilers. Jesus.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Um,
Game, guys.
is this a top-down Zelda-like game?
No.
Is this? Did this game come out for the PlayStation Vita?
Oh, it's a good question.
It is a good question because Steve asks us questions.
It's a good question.
It is a good question.
I don't think so.
Alright, it's not what I thought it was. I'm out. Good luck, Connor. See you in a bit.
I didn't realize Sims had an Xbox shirt on. Did they buy you too, Sims?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They could buy us. I told you
They've
I
already
don't
bought-
really want to be bought, but if Xbox wants to throw
Dude, they want to buy us. I'll become a straight Xbox podcast. I don't give a fuck.
100%.
Like
I
a-
will
like a
smash
cool
my
sell out
PlayStation
immediately.
live on
I'll
camera.
sell out so quick. I don't even like PlayStation games after that. You know what I mean?
I'm just asking for a cool bill.
Rip down this fucking poster.
Yeah, just a cool bill. That's all I'm asking for. That's it. Just a cool bill.
Not much.
Imagine being on
Yeah.
the front page of IGN. Microsoft purchases Nerdic Gods podcast for exclusive podcast exclusivity that will
Who?
cover all the Xbox
Everyone except
news.
2 people in the world are like, "What the fuck is that?"
And then
I'm
we're
obviously
on the front page like that.
Microsoft makes worst decision of their fucking
We'll have it.
existence.
Our interviews will be like, so why? What is the Nerdic Gods? Well, we're all like, don't know really.
I don't even know.
Or just like Xbox.
Doing it 2 years, I guess. I don't know.
Connor's like, I like money and weed, and Daniel was just like, I really like Halo, and I'm like, I miss Spider-Man.
I miss him.
No, you can't say
No,
that. We'll fire us
I'm
immediately.
contractually obligated never to say or watch Spider-Man again.
I also really like the meme going around of the Spider-Man world where it's like all I have left is
It's just
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. That's my favorite one as well.
It's so true.
So
Such a
good.
funny.
Oh,
That's a
man.
good meme.
PlayStation, I'm so scared for you. I really am.
That's a great meme. That was a great
Terrifying.
meme.
Okay.
It's like your favorite boxer getting knocked out, isn't it? It's like, oh,
It's
over
worse than
now.
that. It's like he got knocked out and retired. You know.
Anyway, it's an indie game. Did this
Not top down.
what year are
Not
we in?
top-down.
2000, 2000.
Okay. Is this a platformer? A 2D platformer?
Yeah.
Just
I'd
a
say so.
platformer in general. Okay.
Like
yeah.
a 2D. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Great. We know that it's a 2D platform. Maybe it is
3 more
Celeste.
questions.
Maybe we were thinking too much about this, and maybe it is. Well, no, because Celeste was a Game of the Year contender. So no, definitely.
I was thinking for some
Celeste,
reason
I
I
would
was,
say
I
is
was
the game
the 2 games I was
Yeah,
thinking
100%.
was which one was that one that is really puzzle heavy that's massive.
Really
the
puzzle
the
heavy, that's
witness.
massive.
The
The Witness
witness
is first person.
And I was thinking,
I'm
what's that?
just gonna
What's that
clarify.
game?
Hold on. Let me clarify.
But then
You asked if it was a first-person shooter.
Shooter.
You never said was it a first-person game.
But then
Didn't
I
you
asked,
say it was a platformer.
yeah. So it's not
did,
what
but
I'm.
clarifying what you said though.
Oh, okay.
So
I
my
did-
2
it
games.
is a 2D. It is
It's
a
not The
2D
Witness.
game, but I do want to clarify though what you asked. You asked FPS. But
Did
yeah,
we
I
ask if
it's
this
The
is a
Witness.
puzzle game, and you said no, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
said
it's not The
I said they're
Witness.
puzzle elements.
Puzzle element.
Yeah.
So it's not like Inside because we know that is a puzzle game, right, Daniel? We know that.
It has puzzle elements in that game. It's also a platformer.
So
There's
it
platforming
could
in that
be
game.
Inside is what you're saying? I mean, there is, but like that's a puzzle game.
Inside, I could say.
What was that game from Last of Us?
That
was on the Vita.
From Last of Us? What do you mean?
In Last of Us 2, there's a guy playing a Vita playing that game.
Oh,
it was
Miami?
A girl. Yeah,
Hotline
it was a girl.
Miami, yeah.
It was Hotline Miami, and that's a top-down game.
Yeah, you said it was like a top-down
too. They're the two games in my head right now, but that's it.
What are 2D platformers, indie ones, that are
good?
No, it maybe not even that good because it's not a Game of the Year contender.
You only asked Game of the Year. You didn't really ask like how good is the game. You just asked, did an outlet give it like Game of the Year noms?
I didn't even give it, like, consider it.
But that's only so many games that could even that happen, anyways.
Sure, but like, you know, pretty much.
I said it would probably be better if you asked me.
I mean, we know you like the game, so.
I did say that.
Yeah. Okay. 2D platformers.
3 questions.
Guacamelee could be. Maybe he's thinking with the whole drink box thing. Did drink box make this game?
No.
Oh,
I think I'd make it that easy on you.
I thought you just got him on the ropes.
Old Daniel Wood.
Daniel Wood make it
2022
easier.
Daniel would not do that, you know? So, yeah, I got old Daniel figured out. This one, nah. Whole different ball game now. He's done selling crack on a Coke.
Oh my God. What is this? Daniel on the side. What's wrong with him?
I don't know. Drug lord, you know? Crazy. Crazy people.
2 more questions.
Okay.
What would help? It's a 2D game with puzzles. Indie. I like the game. I would have put it in Game of the Year conversation. Outlets, I think maybe a few did, but it really didn't get that.
Did this game come out in 2017?
It did. One more question and a guess.
Indie game in 2017.
2D
and it didn't make Game of the Year because of the year. So we're talking. So Zelda came out. Mario.
I mean, I can name games for you.
I mean,
Horizon,
huge.
Persona.
Name indie games, Daniel.
I'm not helping you.
Games. Maybe enough games that year. Is it gonna help?
Odyssey.
Stop it! You're just confusing us.
Wasn't that Odyssey or was that Origins? One of those.
It was Odyssey.
It was Odyssey.
It was 2 Odysseys that year.
Oh no! Yeah.
It was Mario Odyssey and Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
That's right.
It came out the same fucking day.
Yeah. Wolfenstein. Wolfenstein came out that year.
Wolfenstein was also that day. That was a good day. You guys.
Oh my God, that day.
This is the same day. You know what I mean?
Insane. One more question, and then you can guess.
Oh man, I'm trying to think of indie games that came out that year.
Maybe ask more what you do in the game then, or like I don't know, if it would help. Maybe
I can't think of a single indie that came out that year now. Drawing a blank.
Maybe ask a question about me in the game. Maybe that's the best connection.
What would that help?
I don't know.
Daniel, what's your favorite food? I don't know. What is it though? Is it pizza? Assuming it's pizza, right?
I don't really know if I have like a singular favorite food.
How is it not pizza? You own a fucking video game, or not video? A fucking
everyone loves pizza. That's like an easy answer, but I like burritos as well. Sushi's great. Like fish in general. Like there's just a lot of good food.
Is this
sandwiches?
Okay, is this a Shovel Knight game?
No, that was kind of a. I don't know if you should ask that. Now you got to guess.
But there's so many Shovel Knight games,
bro.
Not really. They're all just DLC to Shovel Knight.
Now we're out of questions? Okay.
That's it. It's a guess now. I mean, you're either going to get it or you're not at this point. I can't really help you anymore.
Was Cuphead earlier, Sims? Cuphead was like 2015, right?
I don't think so.
Nah, it couldn't have been that long, right? Was it that?
I
feel like that
could be Cuphead.
Could it be
But
Cuphead?
is there platforming? Is there puzzle?
There's platforming in that game, right, Daniel?
Yeah, loads of it. But it's a puzzle.
I feel like Cuphead was earlier too.
I don't. Maybe 2016.
I don't know. Fuck it. Is it Cuphead?
It is not. I think Cuphead did come out in 2017. The game, you would not know the developer or the publisher. The game came out in February 21st, 2017, so pretty early. It was one of the first games I remember playing that year, I think. Or actually, no, I played this game in between Horizon and Breath of the Wild. It is Night in the Woods.
Ooh,
Night in the Woods.
I like this game too. Damn.
Yes,
very
good video game. It was overlooked. It didn't really get any noms, but I would probably put it in like a top 10 of the year, maybe.
That got noms. That got noms.
Not as many as probably I would have assumed, especially with that
not
year.
As many, but like it did get noms for sure.
Maybe for like Indie of the Year.
It's a highly rated game, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know. Is there platforming in that?
Yeah, there's jumping and stuff.
It's super
and
fucking
puzzles.
light. Yeah,
it is. I said more in the 2D and puzzle. And,
sure.
Yeah, it's
good pull. Good pull. Cuphead did come out 2017.
I'm pretty sure it did.
Damn,
I'm
almost
sure
had
it
it
did.
then.
Yeah, Cuphead would have been a good guess.
Pull. Night in the Woods. What's up with that studio? Where the fuck they been?
There was some weird thing about one of the producers, and then I think that he left, and then I think they might be making something. I'm not sure.
Game though, loved it.
Great game. Yeah. Love that game.
Anyways, that was the Nerdic Gods podcast, episode 102. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. Also subscribe to us on audio platforms. You can now also rate us on Spotify. So go over there, do that. You just got to click on a couple episodes, and then they will finally let you rate it. I noticed yesterday
that's weird.
When I did it myself. Yeah, it's like you got to be a listener to be able to rate it, which kind of makes sense.
Okay.
But yeah, if you just click on a couple episodes, then you can rate us. You could go over there.
There's a way of listening to all. There's an option for listening to all.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Comment.
Yeah. Please subscribe to us on YouTube.
Give us a like.
Stuff like that. Give us a like. Do
follow
all
us on
that.
TikTok.
Share with friends.
Follow Sims. Sims is going to be doing TikToks. Maybe
follow
he's dancing or doing
flossing.
Yeah. What are we gonna do with her TikTok?
I don't know. Yeah,
we're gonna do like a kind of funny thing where you post stuff in the podcast.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's it.
He might.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome if you could get that done, Sims.
Well, I've done.
Cool.
I did a TikTok video before this, and then I did TikTok on that. But I was thinking, as news breaks, I just scream at the camera or something.
That's fun too. Everyone, please tweet at Sims a big thank you because he works way too hard on this show compared to us. So thank you, Sims.
Hey, we all do stuff.
We all do stuff. I'm just thinking, Sims. If we can get someone from, we're just trying to make more friends. That's it.
I want less friends, honestly. Okay.
Me too.
Bye, everybody. We're talking.
Bye, everybody.
We're talking to.